Okay, are we live? Are we live? Are we good? Hello? Hey up, I do. Why is it that every time I start to stream, I suddenly don't know how to stream? It's because I do it so rarely. My eyes are wrong. Because obviously, me being me, I set up type things for toggles for my eyes, and then I forget to use them, and then when I'm typing to friends while I'm setting up, they keep going about all over the place. So let me send this to Fire, then we can. Why is my thumbnail why is my thumbnail that? My thumbnail doesn't need to be the guide dog thing. Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna have to change that now on public. Let me send. Ignore the thumbnail. Maybe I can just steal it from. Can I? I don't know how to change it now. I can download my own thumbnails, right? Just bear with. We're getting there. We're getting there. I absolutely know what I'm doing. View my channel. Okay. Normally, because I haven't changed it since, because usually when I stream it's just with friends, but now I'm live, so publicly. How's sound?
But I also see the
how's sound?
all the endeavors of the
sound okay? Are we?
I believe I will continue to take pride in
is chat working? Okay, I need to start my argument with the chat overlay then. I haven't changed my sound since I recorded yesterday, so technically, theoretically, it should be fine. Okay, is this better? Is this better? It's not better. Where are you? Oh, what? Oh, there we go. Let me make you bigger. Right, let me know, yeah, I can what can I do? I can, why do words fail me as soon as I start streaming? Okay, you're here. No, you're not escaping me. You're here now. I can adjust the game volume. Because I totally know what I'm doing. What am I doing now? Oh, I did get Milani. That's how I know that. That's what I was confused that people were like comparing her to Farina because their mechanisms are completely different. And as fun as it is to go about as Milani, and it really is, you can use Farina anywhere, but you can't use Milani anywhere. You can only use her in Natlan, really. So, you know, she's fun and I like her, but Farina is so much easier. Okay, I'm getting playing it on another screen now so I can actually see what you're saying while I'm playing. And then I feel like there's something else I was supposed to do. What else was I supposed to do? I was doing something else, right? What was I doing? Oh, I was changing the thumbnail. That's what I was doing, bear with. I'm getting there. We're gonna get into it soon, I promise. Change some change thumbnail. There we go. How do I do that now? Can I do that now? Change. There, that's fine. Okay, shall I actually get into it now? Is everything fine? Are we good? We can see you. We can hear me. And I'm still walking. How do I there? Because don't get me wrong, she's so much fun. She really is. But that's as far as you can go when you're not in Natlan. Because you can't collect, you know, anything. So that's as far as you can go. So it really only makes her fun in Natlan. Whereas Farina, you can do that anywhere. And you can walk on any water anywhere. And it's not dependent on anything. And when you have a feeling it's going to run out, you can just do it again. See, I'm making sense. Are you alright? Oh, he's looking for things. Okay. Stop letting me get distracted. Yeah, okay. We're good. I'm gonna shut up now.
Paimon feels like a whole new Paimon after those 2 days in the hot springs. The Abyss kind of threw a wrench in our relaxation, though.
Oh, I'm not on auto.
Still, spending time here really has felt like a vacation. The Kaholasaurs are so nice and so fun to play with. Their bellies are super bouncy. Oh, and Atea's snacks were so delicious. She gave Paimon some for the road just this morning, actually.
What was she up to?
Yelling at some kids who got caught throwing stones in the hot springs, so not much has changed since we first met her.
Hey, you guys. Sleep well last night?
Yep, this area is so nice.
Glad you like it. I was thinking of taking you guys out to do some sea fishing. Later tonight, we can eat whatever we catch. Fresh fish is absolutely delicious right off the grill.
Hey, Mualani!
Oh, you're the one that was quiet. Okay.
What do you need?
The team sent out to fight in the Night Warden Wars has returned.
And Kachina? Is she back as well?
Kachina fell in battle.
Oh wow, oh no, oh I wonder how that's gonna end. So is the audio okay now? Is it alright? Cause I'm so glad I've got you to check these things for me. Is everything alright? Also, love the implication that Paimon was bouncing on the Kaholasaur's bellies. Yeah, they're cute. They're all cute, but they're my favourites. The Kaholasaurs. They're my favourites. Of course they are. They're the closest to bishops.
But don't worry, the team was victorious, so the Rite of Resurrection will be held in the stadium soon.
That's a relief. The Abyss is cunning, and it was her first time. Mistakes are bound to happen.
Exactly. She deserves to hold her head up high.
Alright, thanks for letting me know. We'll head out in a bit. Jeez, she sounded a little anxious there. Had me thinking it was bad news for a moment.
Mualani, you said the Abyss was cunning just now, but it seems like the Abyss just wants to destroy everything. Like, think about all those monsters that attacked your tribe. If there really was some sort of cunning plan, wouldn't it make more sense to send them to attack Kachina and her small team? Not that Paimon wants them to be in any more danger, it's just...
Relax, I get it. The Abyss is difficult to understand, that's for sure. At a glance, it certainly seems like the only goal is total destruction. The Abyss isn't a living entity after all, so what capacity for logic or planning could it possibly possess? But through our long history of fighting the Abyss, we've realized things aren't quite so simple. 500 years ago, the Abyss invaded Teyvat. You know about that, right?
Yeah, it's clearly the fault of our broker, Arthur. That's never not funny. During the age of Canria.
That's right. Conria suffered greatly during that time. But so did every other nation in Teyvat. And Natlan was the worst affected of all. It took the combined efforts of the then Pyro Archon and heroes from every tribe to finally repel the Abyss. Even so, the effects of the invasion lingered for hundreds of years, only able to be reversed little by little. Our tribe's waters were contaminated. The Children of Echo's territory was overrun by dangerous sludge surging from underground. Unrelenting black winds tore across the lands of the Flower Feather clan. It was like each disaster was designed for a specific tribe.
So the Abyss understood the foundation of each tribe.
Exactly. We once thought that the Abyss's desire for destruction was a sort of primal instinct, but its methods are, in truth, marked by intelligence. We now believe the Abyss has invaded the Night Kingdom, and has the capacity to read the memories of this land at any given moment.
And that's how it became so dangerous and cunning. Almost like it knows you inside and out.
Yes, and that's why we've been unable to fully eradicate it, even after all this time. Luckily, the problems left behind by the Abyss have been successfully addressed by the various Pyro Archons we've had over the years. Now every tribe is prospering and things are looking up. I mean, just look at what we managed to do a few days ago. We totally fought them off.
In other nations, yeah, okay, that's my fault. The people of Natlan live in its shadow every day. Who knows how long it will take for this war to end.
You must have had to sacrifice a lot to get to this point.
Every battle, every sacrifice is in pursuit of a future where we get to stop fighting. Responsibility, duty, unavoidable burden. Everyone in Natlan views the war differently. But I believe we will be rid of the Abyss one day. And the efforts of all who fought against them will become a story for the ages. To think that my name could survive in ballads passed down to future generations, it's kind of romantic. Everyone has something that drives them forward, you know?
You can do it.
We have to. Not only for ourselves, but for our future. Anyway, let's head to the stadium. Our fishing trip can wait until Kachina's back with us. The sea's not going anywhere.
Oh, I don't think Kachina's gonna be back with you. I mean, I should have seen it coming, because... I mean, obviously. Like, what else? What else would happen? Well, this is Genshin. We don't come here for happy, fun, family, friend times. After I boot my broker Arthur in the face, we should be good. Oh, that will never not make me laugh. Yeah, there was a bit in one of the reputation quests where somebody is making something and Paimon is like, oh, we should put our names on it, and then when we find your brother, we'll put his name on it as well. And I was just hit with, oh, yeah, forgot about that. Forgot about that bit again. Are we even trying at this point? It doesn't matter. Well, that's the least of our concerns. Some reason I can't get the actual chat up, so I'm having to read chat on the stream So I'm delayed getting to you, and then you're delayed like typing, and then that's delayed going on the stream, and then there's probably hours between me actually responding to what you're saying. I'm so sorry. I have done the People of the Springs quest. I did that today. But is it that one, or is it the Canopy of the Scions one?
Whoa, this place is packed already.
Where I had to finish this first. One of the ones I had to finish this first.
Of course. No one's gonna miss out on the chance to welcome our heroes back from battle. It's their moment of glory. Kachina's gonna be so flustered. She's never had this many eyes on her before.
Even if I didn't know, even if you didn't tell me what's about to happen, I feel like I would have figured it out. At this point, we're too happy and upbeat about this for it not to end horribly.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like the kind of person who likes being the center of attention.
Looks like I'm just in time.
Kanichi, hi.
Kanichi, you're here!
Yeah, a commission ran longer than expected, but I made it. I heard about the incident with your tribe, Mualani. Is everyone alright?
The whole what is the purpose of a journey thing, where we go on about like how it's all to find him, and I'm like, who? Yeah, it's not our fault. He's just forgettable.
Yeah, it's all taken care of. Our new friend here's got some tricks up her sleeve, by the way. She's just as strong as Kachina made her out to be.
And he sounds like an Adeptus for some reason. What am I responding to? If only I'd have been a bit more perceptive.
Hey, look! Is it about to start?
That's right. Someone will come out and recite a eulogy, and then we'll sing the Ode of Resurrection together. Come on, let's find a spot with a good view. When the singing starts, just follow my lead and you'll be fine. Let's go somewhere higher up so Kachina can spot us.
Warriors of Natlan, heed the call of life. We are the inheritors of memory and legend. Those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation.
Kanichi will help commit murder. There's something supposed to happen. That was a gorgeous song, by the way.
I could not find Kachina within the Night Kingdom, or locate her ancient name.
What?
What does that even mean?
Usually once the ode is complete, the Pyro Archon and resurrected person will emerge from the flames. But something went wrong.
What's going on? This has never happened before. Well, I think it's pretty obvious. Clearly, the team sent to fight the Abyss didn't win after all.
Oh, shut up.
Think about it. The Ode rekindles all victors. We witnessed it countless times.
Obviously they did. They're standing right
The Archon
there.
couldn't find Kachina in the Night Kingdom. That must mean there's more to this victory than meets the eye.
Oh, no wonder you want to push some people off the ledge with Kaniche.
Hey, you just haven't gotten over the fact that Kachina beat you at the pilgrimage.
Yeah, shut up.
Pathetic. The both of you.
Your wild
Thank
guesses
you.
are misplaced. We completed our mission.
Maybe you did. But who's to say whether that little girl even contributed at all? Maybe she got scared and ran off.
Oh my god, look at how easy it would be to just shove him off right now. Look at that, he's just perched. Just a gentle breeze. Just pat him on the back,
Why
Kaniche.
would the YM recognize someone like her, even if she was on the winning team?
It would be so
How
easy.
dare you insult a hero of Natlan like that?
Just pull him. Just pull him off.
Kachina sacrificed herself to repel the Abyss.
Off the ledge.
She doesn't deserve to be subjected to your vile rumors when she's not even here to defend herself.
Calm down, Mualani. There's no point arguing with the likes of them.
I can't just sit here and let them slander her like that.
To insult a hero of Natlan, the person actually has to be a hero.
Oh, come here and say that to our faces.
You...
Think about it, everyone. Who do you think is really at fault here? A girl who never should have even gone to war? Or
I mean-
the great Pyro Archon? Why would the rules of our nation suddenly stop working?
I mean, listen, I don't disagree that a little baby child maybe shouldn't have gone to war, but, like, irrelevant. Yeah, you have a grappling hook, just... It would be... Look, he's just standing on the thing. It would be so easy. He's tempting fate. Just make him slip.
True. If she wasn't revived, it must mean she failed to achieve victory.
Oh my god, shut up!
Maybe the
Oh
Wire
my god!
in different ways.
I mean, that girl didn't look all that strong to me.
But, like, weren't the rules that just one person has to return for everybody who's died to be resurrected? So, like, aren't they just completely changing the rules themselves anyway to justify bullshitting? Yeah, Paimon could just... You're tiny, Paimon. No one will notice. Just hover up. Just blow. Just flick. The Pyro Archon seems to be deep in thought. Why isn't she putting a stop to the commotion?
Kachina wouldn't have run. That's not like her at all.
Or they're gonna get skulled. Okay, great.
No, she's been waiting for this moment for too long. No matter how daunting the situation, no matter how scared she might feel, she's always the first person to stand up and face it head on. We don't even know what happened, so don't you dare try to use this as an excuse to vent your anger or slander her reputation.
Fine. We'll find out what happens soon enough. Then, we'll see who truly deserves glory.
How did he not break your ankles jumping off that?
That's enough. There is no doubt about today's victory, or Kachina's part in it. She is a hero worthy of our admiration and celebration. However, the failure of today's ceremony is undeniable. Kachina has not been rekindled, and I offer you all my deepest apologies as I continue to investigate this matter. To prevent further casualties, I have decided to suspend the pilgrimage until this matter is resolved.
What?
No one is all-knowing. No one is infallible, not even myself. But doubt is a means by which we seek the truth, not a weapon we wield against others.
I didn't mean it that way, Archon.
Oh, I like her. I like her.
If there are things you wish to clarify, then ask me directly. Doubt my answer if you wish. But now's your chance. You have concerns? State them.
No, of course not.
Even though I have said nothing to change your mind, then it would seem the truth never mattered to you at all.
That guy doesn't even have the courage to answer the Pyro Archon's question. So
Oh,
much for
she's
all that
amazing.
glory talk earlier.
I have a question, Archon. My friend Kachina. Do you have any idea where she is? It's extremely important to me. I know you said you were investigating the situation, but I'm sorry, that's not enough.
I've already shared everything I know. If you want to learn the truth and rescue your friends sooner, you should join the investigation. So, what do you say?
Of course I'll join.
In that case, come see me in the speaker's chamber.
We should join them.
Oh, and if it's not too much trouble, could you drop by as well, Traveler? I'd like to have a chat.
That was easy. I'd love to. We have a question about something or other. I don't quite remember.
Informed on the progress of the investigation. Once again, I apologize for the outcome of this ceremony. If there are no further questions, let's part for now.
Did she just ask us to come along?
I believe she did. Let's go. I'd like to know what's going on myself.
Listen, you have no idea how hard it's been to talk to all the previous Archons. Thanks for just inviting us. Just get straight to the point. Except we won't ask until like the very end. Anyway. No, we won't mention who. I don't even remember what we're meant to be asking the Archons. I don't even remember why we're going around meeting them. It's just like a scrapbooking thing, isn't it? Like a bucket list. Like, meet all the Archons. Nothing specific to say to them at all.
The situation is urgent, so I'll get straight to the point. Kachina is undoubtedly a hero of Natlan, and I'm deeply sorry this happened to her. There's been unrest in the Night Kingdom, but I don't know what's causing it. As a result, I've been unable to track down her location. Until we find and address the cause of the unrest, the Ode of Resurrection will continue to be ineffective.
A broker Arthur who took all our money. Right, that's it. That's it. I forgot. More importantly, we want to just say we did. Yeah, that's all this journey has been about. That's the truth. That's the real truth of this story, of the journey. The real journey is the Archons that we can say we met along the way.
And that means Kachina won't be able to come back?
That's correct. Not until the problem with the Night Kingdom is resolved.
How long will that take?
Except Rex Lapis, obviously we never met him because he's dead. As far as everyone, you know, in case anyone wants to question, we did not meet the Geo Archon because he is in fact dead.
Kachina always dreamed of fighting the Abyss, of doing her part to defend Natlan. She wasn't afraid of death because she knew, if it came down to it, the Pyro Archon would be there to bring her back to life. Whenever we sat down together, exhausted from training, she would always hum the Ode of Resurrection. She was supposed to come back to us. We were supposed to hug her and celebrate with her and share her joy. We supported her every step of the way, but what are we supposed to do now? Sit peacefully and wait for her return? Lose ourselves in grief over her death? Tell me, are we her friends? Or her murderers?
That's not fair, Mualani.
Yeah, it really isn't.
It's all right. I understand your rage and your grief. Kachina's life means a great deal to me, Mualani.
Yeah, you sent me that line. I don't fully get it.
Believe me, I want to bring her back as soon as possible. I would give you that peace of mind if I could. But please, hear what I have to say so I can at least give you a broader picture of the issue we are now facing. Considering the recent attack on your tribe, I believe the Abyss has found a new means of undermining the rules of our nation.
You mean...
the Sacred Flame. The foundation of our resistance against the Abyss. If we continue to hold the pilgrimage and send teams to fight the Abyss, there will likely be more casualties.
Bullshit from a character I had been largely benevolently indifferent to before. Yeah.
But if we stop altogether, the Sacred Flame will only grow weaker. The Abyss will scale up their attacks, and the tragedy we saw with the people of the Springs will only be the first of many.
If we compare the two choices, the former seems to be the lesser of two evils. Sorry, I know that may sound harsh, but I bear the name Malipo. Weighing the costs is my duty. The raw truth can be cruel. But we need to understand it if we want to approach this rationally.
But what would you say, Mualani? This is personal for you. And unlike Kanich, I dare say it's not a simple case of weighing up which course of action is less painful, is it?
Oh yeah, we encouraged her and sent her into a situation where she died. But at the same time, I mean, I'm speaking logically. They're not going to be, because obviously emotions. I'm just saying that it is absolutely not her fault for encouraging Kachina to do something that she has had every proof to that everything will be fine, because why would anyone think that it wouldn't? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's not her fault for encouraging her to do something that up until now they've all fundamentally believed has been safe-ish.
No. I can't choose between them, and I don't want to. Saying that one is preferable over the other is disrespectful to the people who suffered.
You're saying it doesn't matter whether I suspend the pilgrimage. The consequences will be equally painful.
Yes. What happened to Kachina breaks my heart. But I couldn't bring myself to sacrifice other people for her sake.
And that is the crux of the problem. It's not simply a matter of choosing the lesser of two evils.
Yeah, like we can watch it and we can understand that. Obviously, we, the audience, can see things from a way that the characters are not going to see them from.
Either way, there will be people who suffer. And the end result will be the same. Belief in the pilgrimage will waver.
Like, it would be completely heartless in this situation to say, oh, well, it's not our fault because we didn't know it was going to go wrong. Like, no, obviously they're going to feel guilty for it all.
Once doubt has crept in, the people will no longer unite in battle against the Abyss. And that is exactly what the Abyss wants. Their ultimate goal isn't to break the rules that make the Ode of Resurrection work. It's to destroy the people's faith in them. To prevent what happened to Kachina from happening to anyone else, we need to suspend the pilgrimage. So that is my current plan. And in the meantime, I've made efforts to strengthen each tribe's defenses. Then, we have to find another way of strengthening the sacred flame to keep the Abyss at bay. This won't be easy. I'll need time to figure out the best approach. I understand your anger, Mualani, but I hope that provided some clarity at least.
God, also, like, because they have had no reason to believe that this could possibly go wrong. And now it has. So not only would you feel awful about yourself for encouraging your friend, who is a young child, to go and do this thing that has actually resulted in their death and they're not coming back. Also, you'd be angry at the system that's all in place in the first place. Why has it failed now? And everything.
Wow.
I feel awful for all of them.
Get heated for a second, but the Pyro Archon took the time to explain everything so patiently.
I owe you an apology, Archon. I let myself get carried away earlier, and I'm sorry. You're right. We need to focus on finding solutions.
You're more than allowed to get carried away given the situation.
That way, we would still be able to fuel the sacred flame.
I've considered that, but the two events have nearly always been linked. Without the chance to fight the Abyss, pilgrimage rankings lose their prestige, and competitor numbers will drop. With fewer participants, the amount of contending fire produced will decrease, and the vicious cycle will continue indefinitely.
So, essentially, the Abyss is taking Kachina hostage.
What happens if you stay in the Night Kingdom for a long period of time?
You've learned about the concept of ley lines during your travels, yes? The Night Kingdom is something similar. Staying there for a short period of time shouldn't have an effect on the person. But with the Abyss in the picture, it's a different story. Your sense of self will be devoured until eventually you become one with the Sea of Souls. Imagine pouring a cup of water into a rushing river. You can try to scoop up another cup, but there's no chance it will be the same water you had before. I won't sugarcoat it. That is the danger Kachina is currently facing.
Just like you said, Archon. Both of these problems need to be addressed. You can focus all your efforts on dealing with the Sacred Flame. I will go search for Kachina.
The Abyss poses the same threat to you as it does to her. It is very possible you will not return. Knowing that, do you still choose to go?
Kachina's waiting for us to rescue her. That's all that matters.
I failed to protect her during our campaign, but I can make it up to her now. I choose to go as well.
Traveler? What do you think?
Well, I mean, obviously. This isn't how it should end for her. I promised she would have the chance to learn from me.
Understood. Then I'll support you in any way I can. The Masters of the Nightwind have a technique that can extract an ancient name from the ley lines. If we can find Kachina's ancient name, I can use the link between them to pinpoint her position within the Night Kingdom. Then comes the hard part. You need to visit the Night Kingdom in person and rescue her.
But isn't the Night Kingdom a land of souls? Can we even go there?
We've been to a land of
Under
souls
normal
before, haven't we?
circumstances, only the consciousness can enter. But there is a way to go there in person. However, know that the Night Kingdom will attempt to repel you, and the Abyss certainly won't leave you be.
That's fine by me.
Same here. Fighting the Abyss is nothing new for me.
It won't be a problem. We have experience. Didn't we go to like a ghost soul place with Hu Tao?
So, Paimon's the only one who's scared? Well, if you're going, Traveler, Paimon's going too.
Citlali of the Masters of the Nightwind once created an artifact that can be used to communicate with the Wyab. We call it the Spirit Speaker Stone. It was originally used as a ceremonial artifact wielded by the tribal chiefs, but that spiritual quality also means it can be used to search for an ancient name.
That was the artifact I delivered to the Scions of the Canopy a few days ago. Didn't think I'd be hearing about it again so soon.
Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Your thanks are unnecessary. I will offer you whatever aid I can, but your fellowship and courage are what will truly decide the success of this operation.
It doesn't help, and this is completely a me problem, but it doesn't help that I have to watch things multiple times to remember what's going on. And I don't want to have to keep doing this every time. I'm so grateful this exists, my god. But by the time someone's saying something, I will have forgotten what they're responding to. Because everything can sound weird out of context, and first time experiencing something, I instantly forget the context that something's being responded to.
Besides, you're the ones helping me. I can only focus on one thing at a time, after all. Traveler, I certainly didn't expect our first conversation to be so serious. I've heard all about your accomplishments. Ever since you arrived, I've been hoping to meet you and offer you Natlan's highest level of hospitality.
Why?
Okay.
Why?
Blunt.
Is that not what happened in the other nations you visited?
Yeah. I mean, I guess. I wouldn't say that every nation we've visited has been, like, super warm welcoming, but yeah.
Things were pretty complicated at the start. And, you know, in the middle. But our reputation's solid nowadays.
Yeah, the last one was great.
That's more like it. After all, I've heard you're someone who transcends fate.
You know quite a lot about me.
Perhaps even more than you can imagine. But we can talk about that some other time. Ideally, this would be the perfect night for a drink and some musical ambiance. But there are important things to be done.
We got arrested a few times.
Atea was wounded in the fight against the Abyss. She wanted us to give this to you.
We got arrested a few times. We were accused of killing a god who is dead. Who is dead. He is dead. We were in Inazuma for a bit. That speaks for itself.
It embodies fond memories and my strength of will. That's what she asked us to tell you. She said you'd know what that means.
I didn't think this day would come so soon. The flames of her life force. I can feel them flowing within the talisman. If things were different, the two of us could have enjoyed the hot springs together while she gave this to me in person. We're supposed to be hot spring buddies after all.
Oh no, they're close.
But don't worry. This talisman means a great deal to me. I'll take good care of it. And once this is all over, I'll pay Atea a visit.
Yeah, she might not be alive when this is all over, but okay, great.
You said you didn't want to jeopardize the production of Contending Fire. But that's not at all why you decided to suspend the pilgrimage, is it?
You're right. Even now, the production of Contending Fire is far from sufficient. The gradual corrosion caused by the Abyss has resulted in a massive shortage of pyro energy, and we're currently at the breaking point. As things stand, the pilgrimage is a lost cause. Suspending it allows us to save our strength to defend the tribes. The Abyss has brought catastrophe to Natlan, and Kachina's disappearance in the Night Kingdom is a direct consequence of that.
We can't let the general public know that.
No. If the public learned that Natlan's destruction was close at hand, there would be immense panic. But if I said nothing at all, they would have continued to question the integrity of Natlan's heroes.
Another simple choice. The latter was clearly the better solution. But you chose otherwise.
I have never subscribed to the belief that the right choice is the one with the fewest sacrifices. Let's go. There's still a way for the sacred flame to last a little longer.
You mean?
Yes. Come with me.
Let me just say, by the way, she is so cool. But you know, no, we didn't get caught up in any big drama. No, of course not. Why would we? Why on earth? Why would we have gotten caught up in anything? Why would we get caught up in anything? Also, so all those edgy people who are like complaining that Natlan wasn't all dark and depressing and everything. Certain someone coming up, okay. Okay. Alright, someone hold me. Oh god, please do not. Please don't ruin Capitano, I beg.
The sacred flame must never go out. Not only does it strike fear in the Abyss, but it's also the pillar of Natlan's stability. So until our heroes are ready, I will sacrifice my power to keep it burning.
But that can only last so long. I think we should focus on the remaining ancient name bearers.
Don't let desperation cloud your judgment. Those chosen by the Wayab have already embarked on their destined path. It is for them to decide how that journey ends, not us.
Oh no! You can't hold my
All we can do is support them.
Even so, for you to make this sacrifice, it's not right.
And Fufu's downstairs. She can't hold my hand either.
If not me, then who? No other is capable of sustaining the sacred flame. I possess great strength, but I'm not above my people. This is part of my duty.
Oh my god, 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 oh my god.
Archon, it's the Fatui!
It's the Fatui.
Archon of Natlan. A force to be reckoned with. The secret of the ley lines is no secret to me. Long have they been destined for ruin. And since the oath made 5 centuries ago remains unfulfilled, what use is the Gnosis in your hands?
I don't know what you mean. But it sounds like this is about more than the Tsaritsa.
In times of crisis, someone must pick up the mantle of salvation. Your plan has reached an impasse, and now it falls to me to create new rules for Natlan. But before the dawn of a new age, the old must be destroyed.
Music.
I assume that's the end of your speech? Good. People like us. Let our blades do the talking!
Ah! Do not lag on me now! L'Oreal, because he's worth it. Oh, I'm so stealing that for the thumbnail. God, look at him! Optimus sword, I know, right? They're both so worth it. This isn't what this kind of choreography for him is not what I was expecting, but I am loving it. It suits him so much. Lots of fine hair in this duel, I agree. Her as well, so much so. I am really, I will beg for a Capitano trounce domain eventually. Oh, okay. Oh, she got him. Good for her.
Masters of the Night Wind. Send word. The captain and his followers must be apprehended.
So you know how like so you know how like Capitano and Dottore, they were kind of like fighting for my top spot of like my favorite Fatui. I think I've made my decision.
Are you all right, Archon?
He was a formidable opponent. Exactly what I would expect from the first of the Fatui Harbingers.
I never imagined someone could match you in combat. If the Tsaritsa sent him here, why would he bring up what happened 5 centuries ago?
Oh my god. Is it the first 3 harbingers that are supposed to be like on par with the Archons?
Yeah. And how much does he know about Natlan?
The Harbingers are all driven by their own personal goals. The only purpose that unites them is collecting the Gnosis. But I'm sure the captain has his own reasons for being here as well.
Yeah,
Whatever is
Piero's
we
just
should shift our focus to the
not a
Fatui.
number.
If they attack again and we're not prepared, we're done for.
No, we're running out of time. The wound I inflicted should hold him back and weaken him for the time being. Besides, I'm sure you noticed, the power that came to his rescue just now came from the Masters of the Nightwind.
In other words, there are traitors among us.
Oh my VTuber
This
model
could
is
prove to be a
going
very valuable turn of events.
all over the place right now.
When we exchanged final blows, I sensed an unusual presence within him. I'll need to investigate further. Kanich, go to the Masters of the Nightwind and look into who could have aided the captain. Speak to Lali. She should know.
Of course, I'll head out right now. Do you still intend to...
Yes, but fear not.
What he says there will get more interesting further into the quest.
Natlan's strength has never rested solely in its Archon.
Can you remind me what he just said? Oh, okay. I see.
Together we foresaw the only path that leads to our nation's future. We must trust in that vision now.
Is everything okay, Archon?
The whole the oath of
Completely
500
fine.
years ago
Just
bit.
lamenting the fact that I never got
I
a
see,
picture
okay.
when I could still turn my hair into flames. Too late now.
It's okay, I've got you. I've got
I
you.
just hope the others have a safe journey.
I will have so many photos of you with flame hair. Oh dear God, I'm actually shaking just a little bit. Oh, that was exciting. I am so glad I have seen so many like just being on YouTube, I've had that cutscene pop up in recommendations so many times, and it has taken all of my strength. It has taken all of my strength not to watch it, but I'm so glad. I'm so glad I waited until now.
It feels like the Archon unleashed her power. She must be fighting a formidable opponent.
Oh, hell yes she
Should
is.
we go back and check what's going on?
Kachina doesn't have that much time, and she's got it sorted.
Have faith in the Archon.
God, you have no
She
idea
wouldn't
what you've
lose
just
in a
missed.
one-on-one confrontation.
You have no idea what you've just
Once
missed.
we find Kachina's ancient name, we'll head right back.
Okay, let's just keep climbing. Everyone really hopes nothing goes wrong.
Hang on. Yeah, no, you're right. How did we... Surely we must have passed them as we were leaving. Well, listen, the Fatui Capitano, he's... what do people say? He's just built different. Avoiding teleporting if I can help it. My biggest fear for Capitano right now. Because the thing is, I so could have enjoyed Arlecchino if not for the whole, you know, Arlecchino-ness of her. Otherwise, I so could have... This is not going to work, is it? I so could have enjoyed her. But unfortunately, they had to do what they did with her. But I don't feel like that's a thing. I don't see how they can do anything with Capitano to the point of making me now suddenly dislike him like they did with Arlecchino. Because she was a specific case of, like, with kids. It's like if they tried to say that Dottore is actually such a sweet and wholesome guy, then I wouldn't enjoy him as much as I do now. But I feel like they can't really do that with Capitano, so he would be safe, I hope. But my biggest fear is that they make him playable, but they're too much of a coward to let him keep his mask. My biggest fear is that we see his face. And I really do not want to.
That's Huayna, the tribal chief. Let's head over to him.
That's my biggest fear about him right now. I love that we can teleport straight to the reputation spots as well. I love that. So helpful.
Chaska.
I'm also... I'm just so in love with the concept of Capitano and the other 2 for 2 just like crouching behind a rock waiting for us to leave.
Nice to see you again, Huayna. I'm afraid we don't have time for pleasantries, so I'll get right to it.
Ooh, when do we meet Chaska's parents? Or sibling, and learn about her parents? When does that happen?
My friend Kachina is trapped within the Night Kingdom. We need the stone to find her ancient name and rescue her.
Rescue her? From the Night Kingdom?
That's right.
Should I say that I'm not against seeing his face? What I am against is us losing the mask completely and then always only seeing his face. Like, I would... Being the fan of Kamen Rider that I am, I would love a moment where, like, his mask is maybe smashed and we see into it a bit. Like, that would be cool. Or some kind of revelation. It's not that I never want to see his face, it's more I don't want him to become playable. And then we never get to see his helmet again. Like, I want... I don't want to lose the cool design that we've got now. Yeah, if we can have, if he was to become playable and we have a variation, then I would be absolutely fine with that.
I'm sorry, but someone needs to tell you what you don't want to hear. Going there, a mature warrior would never make such a foolish decision.
You like how Jean had 2 outfits from the get-go? Yeah, agreed. I suppose my biggest fear is more actually... Yeah, just losing the mask completely and then never seeing it again. That's my biggest fear. If we can have the option, then that's great. If we don't have the option, I don't want to lose how cool he looks right now.
The nature of battle is unpredictable. You never know how it's going to end. Losing a friend is tragic, but when that happens, the best thing you can do is focus on how to prevent further casualties.
I appreciate what you're trying to say, Chief Huayna. But if the price of maturity is abandoning a friend in need, I'll choose foolishness any day. If Kachina's still holding on, then so will I.
I thought you might say that.
Is something wrong, Huayna? This doesn't seem like you. Life isn't complete without taking risks. That's always been your mantra.
It's nothing. The Night Kingdom is a dangerous place. Can't blame me for checking if you were up to the task. If you're that determined, far be it from me to stop you. Here's the stone. Keep it safe, okay? It's not like we have a spare.
Thank you.
Huh. seems like you two go way back. But aren't you from the Flower Feather Clan, Chaska?
Oh, Chaska's a peacekeeper, so she's famous throughout the tribes. She's always the one people call to resolve conflicts, so we slowly got to know each other that way. Her younger sister Quichi's always hanging around our tribe, too. She's helped us out a lot in the past.
Oh, you have a younger sister?
Yes, I'll introduce you to her sometime. But let's get back to business. Wayna, how do we use the stone?
As you probably know, your intended destination is completely different from the real world. The Night Kingdom is like a river flowing with concepts, and the ancient name you seek is like a tiny fish swimming downstream. In that sense, the stone is like a fishing boat drifting down the river, but the boat alone isn't enough. You need a fisherman experienced enough to steer it in the right direction.
We couldn't do that ourselves?
With a little practice, I'm sure you could. You have the strength and the talent. If you want to make sure this works, though, I could recommend someone to you.
Who?
Vichama, a legendary warrior and scout from our tribe. He's got a keen eye and a well-honed intuition. Even his ancient name means to seek. If you're fishing for a name, you're gonna want him on the boat.
Vichama? Why does that name sound familiar?
He's one of Auntie Atea's hot spring buddies. I've heard stories about him. Where can we find him?
Ever since Malco passed, he spends most of his time gazing out at the scenery from the cliff tops. Follow the path that way, and I'm sure you'll find him.
Although, you know, obviously, I don't even know why we're even, like, talking about it, because obviously what's going to happen is Capitano's going to remove his mask and is going to turn around and is going to be Dotori. Because everyone is. So, there's no speculation he is Dotori. I know how it's going to work on PC, but there's going to be a quick time event. Oh no! Oh no, not on my cheapest I could get PC.
Thank you. We'll go look for him there.
Not on my PC that takes hours to load into places.
Well.
To be honest, even if it was the best PC in the world, I can't. My brain doesn't do QuickTime. I'm sorry. Since when can I process things quickly? Is it something I can fail? Is it something I'm going to get stuck on? I'm going to get stuck on it, aren't I? I can't do things quickly. I can't mentally do things quickly. I can't physically do things quickly. Vichama. Oh, there you go. There's no match for your panic tapping. Okay.
The scenery from the cliff tops. Ah, that must be him.
I will remove the liquids from my desk.
That's me. Did you need something?
Does his voice sound familiar?
What? You're saying you can bring someone back from the Night Kingdom? How is that even possible?
Am I making it up, or does he sound familiar?
No. If you really think about it, anything's possible in that kind of place. But that would mean...
Is he someone else as well?
Okay? You don't look so good.
Is the quick time event that he passes out from shock and we have to grab him to stop him from falling?
Everything's fine. I'll help you, but I do have a small request.
I don't know if there's an actual countdown, if it just wants you to hit a button a bunch of times. Okay, well, we will find out.
After I help you find Kachina's ancient name, I want to use the stone to look for my friends as well.
It's a great voice. I swear to God I've heard it before.
Your friend? Oh, why not mention someone named Malco? Is that who you're talking about?
Yes, but I'd rather not get into it if it's all the same to you.
That's not a problem. We agree to your request.
Yeah, Since you're helping us find Kachina's ancient name, it's only right that we return the favor.
Then we're agreed. Can I have a look at the stone?
I'm so ready. I'm so ready. I'm so ready.
Huh. I see. From what I can tell, it functions almost like an abyssal pylon. Both connect the Night Kingdom to the living world. Once the connection is established, the abyss will come surging through the opening like a predator honing in on the scent of blood. So we have to be sure not to use it in a tribal settlement.
Wow, you got all that just from looking at it?
I just picked up on the basics, really. I still have no idea why it works. You said someone named Lali invented this. They must be a genius. I'll go find and start setting things
am
up.
I stressing for no reason?
I need you to get 2 things for me.
We'll go right away. What do you need?
First, I'll need some hook ropes. Pretty much every store around here carries them, so no need to go anywhere special. Oh, and I need to build a net out of them, so make sure you get a good amount.
Wait, are you saying you're going to use a real net to catch Kachina's ancient name? How does that work when one's tangible and one's not?
By creating something tangible in our world, like a net, we can create a connection to a corresponding concept in the Night Kingdom.
I was preparing for the quick time event now.
To catch something equally intangible, an ancient name.
Okay, never mind then.
I see. What about the second thing you needed?
Right. I need 2 chunks of obsidian. Once we bring the ancient names into our world, we'll need a place to store them. Normally, you can only get obsidian from the Children of Echoes, but I heard there's a traveling merchant from that tribe around here somewhere, so maybe you can try your luck there.
Gotcha!
Alright, let's split up. See that clearing? Let's meet over there when you're done. Oh, and you can send someone with me if you want. In case you're worried I might take the stone for myself.
What do you think, Chaska?
No, I trust you. You have a trustworthy voice.
There's no need. Lena spoke highly of you. That means you're trustworthy.
I appreciate it, even though that doesn't mean much to me anymore. Anyway, it'll take some time to set everything up, so no need to rush. I'll see you in a bit.
Okay, bye.
What an odd guy. He seems so defeated, but also really invested in the stone at the same time.
I don't have any more insight than you, Paimon. Let's just focus on the preparations for now. Hang on, Kachina. We're coming for you.
If a time ever comes, by the way, where there is like an ominous, there's a way to capture an ominous screenshot of Capitano like half masked. I just hope you know that I fully intend to Photoshop Dotori into it. Can I sure, where are we going? Because my instinct is just to jump down. I'm assuming no. Okay. Fine, I'll do it your way. Oh, would I have just gotten stuck if I jumped down? Yeah, okay. Never mind then. Okay.
Hello. Do you have any hook ropes for sale?
Hook ropes? As in rock climbing equipment?
Yes. How much for your whole stock?
It's okay, I didn't drop down.
Let me see. That would be 30,000 mora in total. Deal?
Deal.
Wait. Really?
What, you want me to drive down the price? We just need these as fast as possible. Thanks.
Oh, no problem at all. I'll even pass along some information on the house. These ropes are usually used by rock climbing enthusiasts. If you want to learn, Roka's the person you want to ask. All right. That's everything. Here you go.
Now we need the obsidian. Let's go talk to the traveling merchant Vichama mentioned.
Yeah, my instinct is always to just drop down, and it very rarely actually takes me where I want to go. My instinct is never to, like,
me.
look.
Do you sell obsidian?
Why, yes. I've got a chunk for sale right over there.
Oh, we need 2.
Perfect. Is that the only one, though? We actually need 2.
That might be tough. Tell you what, I'll take a look through these boxes over here, and we'll see what we can find.
Thank you so much. We'll wait here.
Relax. Everything's going according to plan.
I know, it's just... I could tell Vichama feels the same way about his friend that I do about Kachina. I hope this chunk of obsidian isn't the only one. Kachina always carries all sorts of shiny stones with her. If I was the one trapped in the Night Kingdom, she'd have a whole pile of obsidian ready in a heartbeat.
Please do not tell me that this is the only one and we have to argue over who gets to have it. Also, yeah, I don't know how much I've got on me, but it's a lot. Like, Paimon, we're not struggling for Mora.
Would you look at that? I did bring an extra.
Oh, thank God for
Here
that.
you go, young lady. How does it look?
Perfect! Thank you. How much do I owe you?
If you hadn't shown up, these stones would have just sat here collecting dust. I'll take 3,000 mora for both. Here you go. By the way, I heard you mention Vichama just now. You running an errand for him, then? How's he doing? Malco's been gone for 5 years now. It's about time he started to move forward.
Do you know what happened between them?
I heard about it in passing while I was out drinking one night, but I don't know all the details. Vichama and Malco grew up together, and even made a name for themselves together. Malco was an amazing fighter, capable of knocking out multiple opponents in a single hit, while Vichama excelled at scouting and analyzing the battlefield. The two made an excellent team, and managed to beat back the Abyss several times.
Okay, I'm ever so sorry, but I just need to nip to the loo. I will be right back. Do not let me leave my microphone on mute. It may very well be that we heard him in the trailer then. That's absolutely plausible.
5 years
Sounds
ago,
like a
they
me
both
thing to
emerged
do.
triumphant in the pilgrimage and were placed on the same team to fight the Abyss. But on the eve of battle, the Abyss launched an attack on their tribe, and Bichama suffered an injury to his leg while attempting to rescue someone.
Then what happened?
The team agreed that he couldn't fight the Abyss in his condition. Bichama didn't argue. He knew going to the front lines with an injured leg would make him a burden in battle. So they raised the issue with the Pyro Archon, and she agreed to let him stay behind. It's just... Melko and the others ended up facing hordes of abyssal monsters in numbers that far exceeded anyone's expectations. The team made an error in judgment, and they fell to the onslaught. Bichama went into a deep depression after that. He blames himself for everything.
I completely don't remember what you just said. I'm so sorry. I see. Okay, I'm with you. That was an impossible situation.
Oh, you're not wrong. But it's possible he chooses to blame himself. Not because he did something wrong, but because he wasn't able to do anything at all.
I didn't auto-hit,
I'm
damn it.
convincing him to move forward, to stop dwelling on the past. But the shadow of Melko's death hangs over him still. The Abyss has caused so much suffering, and some wounds never heal. I wish there was something he could do to make himself feel better. But... anyway, that's the gist of it. Maybe you could help him talk things through sometime. I would really appreciate it.
Meet up with Bichama. Where is he? Is he back up? Do I need to... I won't drop down. Is he where we left him? I don't remember. Is he where we left him? He's not where we left him. Okay, I will bite the bullet and teleport. Okay, I see the Oculus up there, but I'm not gonna go for it because I don't have my thing up. Should I have teleported to the Statue of the Seven? I should have teleported to the Statue of the Seven. Okay, never mind. We're going here instead. This didn't help, did it? How do I get up there easily? Was I on the right track? Should I get you? I haven't, how do I? Oh, T. Oh, you're not helpful right now. I don't think. You're not, are you? Because I can't get, yeah, no, you're not helpful right now. Use Kachina! I can't use Kachina, she's dead! How do I get out of you now? Damn it, how do I... help? What button do I use? No. Help! Because my screen is done in such a way that I can't actually see what the lower buttons are telling me. Okay, hang on. Hang on. I've got this. Remove me. Move table. V. Did that say V? No, it didn't. Oh no! Oh no, I'm stuck! Damn it! Q! Is it Q? It's Q. Okay. I always forget about Kachina. Kachina, where are you? I need to level you up. Kachina.
Oh, yay! Okay, let's go!
Oh great, we brought her back. We brought her back, it's fine. She's fine.
Here goes!
Wait. Okay, just give me a second. No! I don't play on my PC often. I only really do it to record, otherwise I'm on my mobile. I'm on my phone. Okay, now how do I just go. I just go, right? I just go. That's it. Oh, this makes things so much easier. It's gonna turn up and scare everybody. Hello. She's alive.
Did you get everything?
Yep, it's all here. When do we start?
I've made all the necessary adjustments, so we're good to go.
Oh, are we quick time
As
eventing
agreed,
now?
I'll help you find Kachina's ancient name, and then you return the favor.
No, don't be disappointed. Can I ask a
Go ahead.
question? Are you seeking your friend's ancient name for the same reason as us?
Yes.
Too much time
After
has
Malcolm
probably
fell,
passed.
I scoured the battlefield to see what happened. It turned out he wasn't bested by some impossibly powerful foe. He was dragged to his grave by the sheer number of enemies. If I had been there, I would have been able to sense the danger. I could have warned them not to advance. I've always blamed myself for what happened. But when you told me about Kachina, I realized there's a chance Malco might also be alive,
Fighting's
fighting
fine,
for
I can do
survival in the
fighting.
Night Kingdom.
But that happened several years ago, right?
Do I have the time to change
The
my party
Pyro
before we
Archon
fight?
said all life within the Night Kingdom eventually becomes one with the Sea of Souls.
Because I don't have the right
There
party to
might
fight
not
right
be
now. I
much
shouldn't
help.
have Kachina.
But I still have to try. Malco and I promised each other, even if we never managed to root out the Abyss for good, we would fight together until the end. All right, let's get to it. I'll start searching for the conceptualized version of Kachina's ancient name. If you see any fragments scattered around the area, please collect them.
Okay.
Make sure you prepare yourselves for battle. As I said, the stone will link the mortal realm to the Night Kingdom. The Abyss will likely emerge in response.
I really need to switch out Kachina. Maybe you can before the monsters appear. No, I can't.
Must be one of
I
those
totally don't.
fragments Fatima mentioned.
Can't, can I?
Let's get
Wait.
closer.
No, I can. No, I can. I can. Great. Brilliant. Wonderful. Okay. Who should I bring? Who should I bring? Because I want to bring Risley. Will that work?
Let's get to work.
Risley or Sino are my strongest people, apart from these three. This is how I team is these three, and then whoever I need, who is usually Risley or Sino. I had Kachina too, but my other characters were Nuvi, Zhongli, and Shinobu. Oh, okay, you were great then. I probably also would have been great. These three also work wonderfully. Oh, all good then. Is there anything I need to be doing right now? Oh, I meant to be doing... Sorry, I was not listening. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, I'm collecting things for you. I remember now. Rice has got this. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm already getting stressed at this, and I'm assuming this is not the quick time event. I'm getting the lights! Don't worry, I'm getting the lights!
Whoa, monsters incoming! Watch out, everyone! So a new trick!
Bow your head.
No.
Be sanctified.
Eesh. Sorry. I got them, it's fine. I'm not losing any lights. Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me.
How much longer, Bichama?
Not long. We're getting close.
Oh, damn it. That was my fault for saying I'm not losing them. That was my fault for being cocky. No! I had my finger on the wrong button! My mouse sensitivity is too much, and they are the excuses that I am making. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Come on, I've got you. I ran away from one, but that's fine. I've got you. Okay. Great, wonderful, brilliant. I did it.
Bichama!
Oh no. Oh, do I have to do something now? Is this the quick time event? To be fair, I had a lot of artifacts saved up before you started playing, so it was easier for me to build characters at this point. Your Nivelette is incredible. He'd probably do better if I actually aimed.
You can't keep going, you'll die.
I should have died 5 years ago. I just need a little more time. Please.
Oh, no.
I'm almost there.
No, I'm so not ready for the quick time event. No. Okay.
Thank you.
Damn it, what do I have to do? Oh. Oh my god. Ow.
Whoa, watch out!
Oh, this is actually really painful. Oh. Ah! Ow!
This power.
Hanging in there?
Absolutely not, actually. That really hurt. Oh, my arm. Oh, that is... I'm going to pay for that later. I can't hold them back much longer. We're running out of time.
Malco. No, why can't I find him?
Oh, my shoulder's burning now.
We can't wait any longer. Pull him away from the stone, Mualani.
I already tried, but the power of the abyss has him in a chokehold. It's like he's tied to the stone with an invisible rope.
In that case, we have no choice. I'm sorry, Seat Lolly.
Get back!
Chaska, wait!
Ouch! What happened just now? It looked like the Spirit Speaker Stone was...
The stone's power was spiraling out of control. The only way to stop it was to destroy it. You were all caught in the shockwave of the explosion. You might feel dizzy for a while, but that's normal.
Give us a heads up next time, will you? You're lucky we managed to dodge it in time.
I thought I said to get back.
Yeah, barely a second before you made it go poof. Not everyone has your reflexes, Chaska. We were this close to getting dragged into the explosion.
Okay, I'll be more careful next time.
At least Kachina's ancient name is still in one piece. Wait, where's Vichama? Vichama!
Vichama!
Oh no.
Couldn't find Malko's ancient name. It must be completely gone by now.
Yeah, I thought it was too
Once
long.
your ancient name disappears, there's no coming back. From the very beginning, I knew there was a slim chance, but still. And now... it's too late to save him. From the minute he left that day, it was already too late.
Vichama.
I'm sure he's heard enough condolences over the years. Let's just give him some space.
Huh? What's that in your hands, Vichama? It looks like something's glowing.
Huh? This is...
Hey, Malko. Got any strength left?
Not enough to swing a sword, but to say a few last words? Sure.
Too bad. No one will get to hear them. I never thought I'd actually die on this mission. Not that I'm afraid to die. It's just... hard. Thinking about my mom's face when she hears the news.
Guess I have something to be thankful for then. My parents died a long time ago. They won't have to mourn me. Pisak! Always had to beat me at everything, didn't you? Right to the end, you were never one for goodbyes. Maybe you're right. Maybe no one will get to hear our last words. But just in case... Vichama, I'm so glad you didn't come with us. Don't be sad. Just keep on living. For the both of us.
Was that a memory?
Seems like we were able to salvage something after all.
Yeah, these voice actors are understanding the assignment, aren't they? Yeah, no, but Natlan's way too fun and way too bright and colourful, and oh, it's not dark enough. Not at all.
Of course. Seeing him, hearing his voice again, it makes me unbelievably happy. But it also brings with it an even deeper pain.
A deeper pain? Why?
Malko was always the type to put on a brave face. But in that memory just now, his hands were shaking, and his smile was forced. For all these years, I regretted not being able to fight alongside him to the end. And now I know, at the end of his life, he was thinking the same thing.
Vichama.
I'm fine. Actually, I heard Chief Wyna wasn't really on board with your plan to go to the Night Kingdom. when you asked for my help, I hesitated too. I knew helping you find your friend's ancient name meant leading you one step closer to danger. But I also understood why you had to try. Everyone has regrets in life, but not everyone gets the chance to make up for them. Once allowed to fester, guilt strips us of our most valuable qualities as warriors. In that sense, we might as well choose the braver path from the very beginning. If I could do it all over again, I would have followed Malco to the front lines no matter what. Even with an injured leg, there were still things I could have done. That way, even if the outcome stayed the same, I still would have fought alongside him to the end. There are critical junctures in life, and if you don't seize the chance to act, there's no going back. That's something I had to learn in hindsight. But you're still at the crossroads of your journey, so I hope you can walk away without regrets.
Thank you, Vichama. I feel even more determined now. Kachina will come back to us. I'll make sure of it. I promised I would find her, and I intend to keep that promise.
That's good to hear. Strange. My body, it's...
Once abyssal corrosion enters the body, a portion will fuse itself to your internal organs. Even though the Traveler possesses powers of purification, the corrosion can never be fully eradicated. Thanks to her, though, you are only briefly exposed. Slowing your breathing and controlling your emotions should help you keep the symptoms in check.
Bright and colourful, bright and colourful.
That does make me feel better. You seem very knowledgeable about all this.
Just speaking from experience, that's all.
Anyway, we've recovered Kachina's ancient name, so we're off to a great start. Let's get Vichama back to his tribe and tell Wyneth the good news. Oh, and apologize for destroying the Spirit Speaker Stone. We had no choice, though, so he'll probably understand. Right?
Oh, yeah, no, this is such a nice story. This is lovely. So we'll meet Chaska's sister and find out some of her story when we get back to Wayne now. So I might not like her sister, but I'll definitely not like their parents. I'm very intrigued.
Koichi, are you really gonna just stand there like that? I don't know what you want from me.
I think you know exactly what I'm trying to say, Uncle Wyna. I can hear it in your voice.
Honestly, it's just one thing after another with you two. They're back.
Koichi? What are you doing here?
Ha! Don't play dumb with your own sister. You know exactly why I'm here. My apologies, everyone. I just need to borrow Chaska for a few minutes. You come with me.
Oh, just dislike Chaska's parents, okay.
I'll be just a moment.
Interesting.
Who was that?
Koichi, Chaska's younger sister. Although the two aren't actually related by blood, it's kind of a long story.
Right, she did call herself Chaska's sister just now, but it feels like there's more to the story.
It's not really my story to tell, but I guess it's not a secret. You see, Chaska was actually raised by cuckoo sores. She was afflicted with a rare disease when she was a child, and abandoned in the wild as a result. The Abyss found her out there, all on her own, and tried to devour her. But in the end, all that did was trigger her will to live. That strength of will pushed her to survive. But it also planted a seed of conflict within her. Eventually, she was adopted by the cuckoo source. Wherever they went, she followed, getting into fights right and left.
For some reason, Paimon can totally imagine that.
Well, when Chaska finally returned to human society, it was Koichi's parents who adopted her. At the time, Chaska still had a habit of getting into fights, so Koichi was always taking her around, apologizing to everyone.
Yeah, screw her parents. I thought that there was gonna be like I thought there was gonna be more. I thought there was gonna be like, you know, a full story there, but just no. They abandoned her because she was ill. So no, screw them. Oh my god.
Ah, I remember those days. One of those fights was definitely with me. But, you know, kids. You're fighting one minute and your friend's the next. Eventually, she found a way to rein in that desire to fight. And now she's who people call to resolve conflicts. She's known as the Peacemaker. It sounds like she still argues with Koichi, though. Don't siblings usually stop fighting when they get older?
That's partly my fault.
Koichi
asked me to stop Chaska from doing anything
Hello?
dangerous, but you
Hi?
probably know by now, once Chaska makes up her mind...
Yeah, go to bed!
no
Oh my god! Thanks for stopping by though, Sass. Love you. Yeah, I thought that was gonna be more subtle. But no, no, they abandoned her. Cut to fine, great, just tell me straight up that I don't like him. Bye, Sass.
Oh, I get it. No wonder you tried to talk us out of going to the Night Kingdom. Chaska even said that wasn't like you.
I'm all for your adventure. You need to take risks when you're young, because by the time you're my age, you couldn't attempt something like that even if you wanted to. Better try now than live with regrets later. That's what I say. Still, I can understand where Koichi's coming from. In the end, nobody wants to sit back and let a loved one put their life on the line.
Good night, Sass. Love you, Sass.
All right, it's just the two of us now. You have 1 minute to explain yourself.
I don't have anything to say. You don't have to approve, but you should know I only do what's necessary.
That attitude is exactly the problem. It's like you don't care. You try to sneak off to the Night Kingdom behind my back and then play it down as if it's just a trip abroad.
Well, technically I am going abroad, right?
Again with the excuses! We agreed, didn't we? There are 4 levels of danger. If it's not something urgent, you can only engage in level 2 danger and below. You can only go up to level 3 if a situation is so dire there's absolutely no alternative. But a trip to the Night Kingdom? If that's not a level 4, I don't know what is. And you were just going to sneak into the place without saying anything.
What do you mean, sneak into the place? I always planned on walking in there with my head held high.
You bought off Uncle Wina, didn't you? He promised me he'd stop you from doing anything dangerous. Oh, it's like he didn't even try.
You feel like he went back on his word. What if I told you my mind was made up, and there was nothing he could have done? Not even by force.
Oh, I knew it! So he did try to say something, but you didn't listen.
This is important. If you were in my shoes, you'd make the same decision.
You don't know that? I'm a doctor, and I handle logistics. If you're going to waltz into a dangerous situation where you could lose control at any moment, it's my duty to say something.
All right, whatever. Anything else?
What do you mean, anything else? Why don't you reflect on what you've done and promise me you'll stay put?
Time out. Is this one of our normal arguments or a serious one?
Chaska, does it sound like I'm joking?
Then, you need to know something. What happened to Kachina was partially my fault. I can't leave her there to die. That's not who I am.
But the person you become when you lose control, that's also not who you are.
That's a different issue. You said it yourself. A person is only as good as their morals. If I want to live in Natlan, I need to display qualities that make me worthy of this nation.
I've also told you that managing your condition is equally important.
Sometimes you have to make sacrifices. All right, let's stop this here. If we keep going, I might actually have to get serious. And I think Wyna prefers his roof attached to his house.
Is that a threat? That sounds like a threat to me.
Koichi! Younger sisters are supposed to listen to their elders.
So, you're really going to go, no matter what I say? I'm supposed to be your sister.
Then support me. I'll be back. All you have to do is wait.
Chaska. So, that's it. Why'd you have to turn out to be so darn annoying?
You two are something else.
Something you wanted to say?
I know you aren't related by blood, but you two sure are similar.
Really?
You know, I said that very thing to Koichi not too long ago, and she reacted the exact same way, down to the very tone of voice.
Yeah, please, yeah, I would need to spend more time with the sister to actually have an opinion, I think. But yeah, please tell me, because I will no doubt have forgotten everything I'm thinking right now.
It's not my
by the
place
time
to
we
get
learn.
involved, but I will say
If you could
this.
explain it, that would be
Try to
great.
spend a little more time with your sister. You're tough kids. That doesn't mean you have to go it alone.
Thank you.
Anytime. All right. If you're done with the Spirit Speaker Stone, you might as well hand it over.
Yeah,
According
about
to
that.
Kenichi, it's an important ceremonial artifact, so it'd be safer to keep it with me.
Funny story.
About that.
That's exactly what I said.
If only Tonegif Bard was here, he could have repaired it just like the Holy Liar.
It might be in a few more pieces than you remember.
Huh?
Sorry. Didn't mean to. Accidental.
I see. Sounds like it was an urgent situation. If someone's life was on the line, then you had no choice. Still, Citlali's going to be a nightmare to deal with now that you've broken her stuff. I'll explain everything to her later. Stay safe out there in the Night Kingdom, okay? I'll wait here for your safe return.
So supposedly Chaska has this whole really aggressive impulse to fighting due to being a feral child. Okay. And sister was worried about her going off on a big dangerous trip where she could potentially lose control and go feral. So she was trying to get Chaska to take some of the aggression off on her. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. How do I feel about that?
Pause and appreciate the wondrous scenery along the way.
You're about to collapse, aren't you?
I absolutely am, by the way. How long has this got left? I mean, I don't expect us to know exactly how long this has left, but I mean, are we close at all? Or like only halfway through, or yeah, I feel conflicted. I feel conflicted, and in a way that I probably can't articulate right now, which begs the question, why bother streaming? if I don't know how to to say things on the go. Why am I streaming? But you know what I mean. That's complicated. I don't. Yeah. I don't know how to feel. We're gonna go back to MAVUIKA for some talking, then we've got to get to the Night Kingdom, then get through the Night Kingdom, then back to MAVUIKA for some more talking. What time is it for you at the moment? I'm trying to contemplate whether or not I want to continue right now. Not that I'm tired. I'm not tired. I've got the energy. It's my shoulder hurts from that quick time event. About 10 minutes. We go back to MAVUIKA, then Night Kingdom, get through the Night Kingdom, and then back for more talking. I feel like, no, I can get through it. I can do it. You run and you leave when you need to. No, I really appreciated the heads up, thank you. I really need to know those things in advance. I'm not used to that in Genshin. And my nerves are absolutely on fire right now.
We're back! We found Kachina's ancient name, too!
So what happened at the stadium? Tell us all about it, please.
Well, it's fairly complicated.
Pretty please.
Let me give you the condensed version.
Just show me again, actually. You learn of the Pyro Archon's battle against the captain as well as her sacrifice.
We can't go anywhere without them causing trouble.
I know, it's
What
almost...
if Fatui finds out you've lost your power? Won't they try to take advantage of the situation?
Yeah, it's almost as if a Fatui Harbinger shows up to cause trouble in every single region that we visited so far. And it's almost like we should expect it at this point. Dear God, I can't wait to get to Snezhnaya and meet, like, everybody else.
That's why it has to be our little secret. No one else can know, or we're asking for trouble.
Right, well, see, that's the problem, because if you don't want the Traveller and Paimon to tell your deepest, darkest secrets to the Fatui, then you don't tell them your deepest, darkest secrets. Just like the next scene will just be them running back off to Fontaine and telling Linny and Lynette all about it. We can't keep secrets from the Fatui.
Look, I wish I could offer you some sort of consolation, but I won't lie to you. With multiple factions closing in, there's nothing comforting about the situation we're facing. Still, all you need to do is focus on your goal. You can leave the complicated matters to me.
I can also step in on the Pyro Archon's behalf. There's a limit to what I can accomplish, but I'll help you however I can.
There's no need to be so modest, Dion-san. Your incredible strength has long been a well-known fact. You're the pride of your tribe.
What do you mean there's a little tea scene with him at the very end? I thought that's all we were getting. I didn't know there was more. Okay, so I'm definitely finishing this today then.
Archon, I'm sorry about before. You have so much on your plate. So much that you have to worry about. But all I could do was focus on my own feelings.
You have nothing to be sorry about. We all get overwhelmed by our emotions, myself included. Your reaction to Kachina's disappearance, I understand that feeling very well.
Aeon-san, yeah, best Natlan secret agent. I love how, sort of, not unsure, that's not the right word to use, but, well, emotional, I guess, MAVUIKA sounds. Like, she pauses sometimes and is like, I understand, kind of thing. I really, I don't know what I'm trying to say about it, but as the, like the Archon of War kind of person, I'm really enjoying seeing her being in touch with her emotions and everything, and not like this full, like, she's very cool and everything, but she's not this hardened warrior who's extremely blunt and, you know, because they easily could have made her like that, but instead they've let her be a bit emotional, but not overly emotional, but still not afraid to be seen to have emotions and everything. I'm really enjoying that about her.
Now that we have Kachina's ancient name, let's go track her down. Follow me.
Honestly, same. I think already she's very high up there for me. Nobody will ever... Farina is my favourite. I don't care. I don't care. She is my favourite. But no one will take that from her. But MAVUIKA, she's up there. She's very up there for me right now.
What is this place? Hey, isn't that Atea's talisman?
Good eye. This is where I store all the various mementos I've collected.
But right, because your like top favourites are Farina and Venti, right?
Whoa.
I mean, same.
I've never
Venti's
seen
also
this
high
place
up there for
before.
me as well.
There's so many things in here.
It looks like there are items from every tribe. Collecting them must have taken a lot of effort.
I suppose you could think of it as a hobby of sorts. In Natlan, everyone grows up listening to the stories of heroes, and physical items do a far better job of preserving those stories than our own memory. Now, I still have some preparations to make for the ceremony, so feel free to take a look around in the meantime. If you're curious about an item, I'm more than willing to tell you about its origins.
Alright, we'll have a look.
I honestly feel like maybe same. I could never rank Archons. I could never say this is my favourite, this is my second favourite, this is my third favourite, but right now Farina is my top. And then after that, no idea, but like Venti is high up there, and MAVUIKA right now is high up there. I really want the Tsuritsu to stay villain as well. I really don't. I don't want to get there and then... Yeah, if you're gonna employ Dotori, I don't want you on my team. Yeah, I'm not interested in trying to redeem the Tsuritsu or anything. Like, we can feel the same way about Celestia and everything, but also not. The enemy of my enemy is not always my friend. Chaska, how are you?
This flower looks like it's thriving. You must be good at taking care of plants, Archon.
I always knew that the Archon of War was gonna actually be a total sweetheart.
This fishing basket looks familiar.
Of course she's good at taking plants. Of course she is.
here. It must have belonged to the people of the springs.
That's right. It belongs to a legendary fisherman named Matavaru. I have his entire set of fishing equipment, actually. He and I met in a tavern. He told me about a particular kind of giant fish and his meticulous plan to catch it. In his eyes, I saw a hunger and a strong fighting spirit. To him, the sea was the battlefield upon which he staked his honor.
So, did he do it?
The next time I saw him, he was covered in scars. It turned out the fish he sought had been corroded by the abyss. He managed to kill the fish, but sustained a serious injury in the process, which meant he could never go deep-sea fishing again. Can a fisherman claim victory if he fails to bring back his catch? That's what he asked me in the end.
Well, Paimon thinks he won.
That was my answer as well. The experience was far more valuable than the prize itself. In the end, he didn't want his tools to go to waste, so he gave them to me.
Wait, that means you also know how to fish.
Maybe we can go head-to-head sometime.
That's kind of cute, actually. I quite like that right now we're this far into Natlan and I'm not thinking, oh dear God, I don't want to talk to this person. Like, I'm perfectly happy to talk to everyone so far. It's a good sign.
Handle everything with care. This cup, for example, it's heavier than it looks.
I just need to take a moment to say that, oh my God, I am so thrilled to see you in game. It's always so... like, it's always just such a moment when you have this character that you've known about for ages to finally show up in game, and it's never with any kind of fanfare. It's like they always just sort of show up. So, oh, that's that person that we've known about for years, that we saw back in like the very first trailer of Genshin. You're finally here, like 4 years later. And they just show up, they just appear, they're just there. I think that's great. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I talked too long. I was too, sorry. I got too distracted.
Whoa, this weapon is huge! Which tribe did it belong to?
Ah, that weapon belonged to Tenoch, a hero from 500 years ago. Strictly speaking, he didn't belong to any single tribe. That's because even before the disaster with the Abyss broke out, he had already been exiled.
Exiled?
It was a punishment imposed out of necessity, but he accepted it all the same. He believed it was what he deserved. When the Abyss attacked, the tribes found themselves in urgent need of a powerful figure to lead them into the battle, and there was no one more courageous or resolute than him.
Does that imply that something happens in this scene
great feats throughout the war
that will make me react in some way?
And because he had already lost his ancient name, the Ode of Resurrection was unable to bring him back. And
yeah, this
so
one was kind of tucked
he
away
was
in the
laid
corner.
to rest, alongside the countless warriors and civilians who lost their lives, buried in the soil of his native land.
Wow, he sounds like a true hero.
Indeed, even now his story is told throughout the land.
Okay. I'm very interested
The
now.
powder still needs some time to settle, so let's wait a little longer. Well, what do you think of my collection?
Gorgeous.
Do you feel like you have a better understanding of Natlan's culture now?
And you?
Yeah, if each item represents a different story, seems like Natlan's really been through a lot. Does every item hold a special memory, just like Atea's talisman?
That's right. The items in my collection actually serve a similar purpose to the ancient names passed down among the tribes. They
Hang on a
demonstrate the
second,
true
sorry,
shape
Mavika.
of time.
Why are you still here? Go do your thing! It'll be sad about Kachina hours. Okay. Okay, yeah, go! Oh my god, stop being here!
The shape of time?
Most people perceive time as a linear concept, almost like a straight line that can only move forward. We cannot change the past or predict the future. But there's also a different theory, one that I believe to be closer to the truth. Namely, that the past, present, and future all exist at once.
At once? Paimon's not sure she understands.
Let's say your journey ended right now. Thinking back on your experience in each nation, which one would you say was the most important?
Fontaine. I'd have to say all of them.
Exactly. Even at the end of your journey, the things you experienced along the way don't cease to exist. They become part of who you are. Take out a portion of that journey, and you would likely make very different decisions, and eventually arrive at a very different destination. The future is the same way. It exists even though it has yet to come to pass. We just lack the means to perceive it. Of course, there are those with the power to foresee the future. They simply call it by a different name. Fate. You're quite familiar with that concept, I would imagine.
That does kinda make sense. The future hasn't happened, but already exists.
Humanity excels at living in the present, but too often we forget the past and neglect the future.
So, ancient names record the past.
While the pilgrimage and the Night Warden Wars lead us to a better future. Only by uniting the people of Natlan across countless eras can we fight back against an enemy as formidable as the Abyss. To come up with such a set of rules, the first Pyro Archon must have possessed a level of insight I can only imagine.
So, the first Pyro Archon created the rules of Natlan.
That's correct. At first, he was a mortal man with no special power. After he ascended to the Divine Throne, he used it to borrow power from the heavens and establish the rules of Natlan. Namely, a framework through which ordinary people can ascend to Archonhood. By holding the pilgrimage, we're able to determine the strongest among us. And when that person ascends to the Divine Throne, their inner flame will awaken. In addition, the sacred flame will grant them significant knowledge and memory of this land. After all, that's how I came to know everything I just told you.
So, it all comes down to the power of the Divine Throne and the rules. Wait, is that a family portrait?
Yes, that's my mother, father, younger sister, and the little saurians we raised. I turned a piece of my dad's leather armor into a canvas and commissioned a famous artist to paint our likeness.
Your sister is so cute! It looks like the two of you are really close. Paimon was having a hard time thinking of an Archon as an ordinary person, but seeing this portrait, it kind of makes sense now. It really doesn't look like there was anything special about you before. Oh, wait, is Paimon allowed to say that?
A little late for that question, don't you think?
Say what you really think, Paimon.
Paimon's mouth works faster than her brain sometimes.
It's alright. I'd never get upset over something like that. No matter what others may say, my past is a precious part of my identity. I'm forever proud of the life I used to lead. Becoming the Archon doesn't mean you sever ties with your family. The position just comes with a lot of responsibilities, so it impacts how often you get to see them. My father made the most delicious stew, so my sister would often bring me a large pot of his cooking, and we would sit on a blanket and eat it together. One time, we didn't close the door securely, and the saurians we were raising ran into the room and knocked over the entire pot. My sister immediately burst into tears. The two troublemakers were going for the meat, but when they saw my sister's distress, they froze on the spot. I still remember the way they laid there, sulking like a pair of children, even after making such a mess. It was frustrating, but in the end, all I could do was comfort my sister and move on.
Wow.
You forgave them just like that. Well, of
Isn't
course.
that what being a family is all about? I think about that story a lot, actually. As the Archon, I made a vow to defend this nation, and experiences like that, they remind me exactly what I'm trying to protect.
Well, what happened after that? This portrait looks pretty old. Your sister must be all grown up by now, right?
I believe she ended up working as an architect and artist. She built many houses and crafted many beautiful works of art. Anyway, that's enough about me. Now that the powder is settled, we can begin. Ian-san, Mulani, Chaska, over here, please.
Oh god.
Place the
Sad
ancient name
times.
up there, and then we'll begin.
Sad times. I'm prepared. I'm ready. Place Kachina's sacred, ancient name, sorry. Ah, that was cool. The way everyone just, that was cool. I mean, it was a basic movement, but it was cool. I love, like, attention to detail like that.
Surely as the echoes of life resound through heaven and earth, so too shall our stories remain eternal. Ancient name, take us to your fated bearer. Allow her to answer our call.
Oh, Kachina!
Am I hallucinating again? Kachina, are you okay? Huh? I'm not seeing things, am I? Is the Abyss playing tricks on me again?
What do you mean again?
It's okay, Kachina. It's just us. We're trying to find a way to bring you back. Everyone, you have to listen to me.
Yeah?
I've been investigating the Night Kingdom this entire time, and I figured out what's wrong. The Wyab is being affected by the Abyss. I was waiting for the Wyab to send me back, but then this really strong monster came in and it almost killed me. The Wyab saved me, even though its power is weakening, so I've been hiding from the monsters while trying to find a way to help. The Night Kingdom has become a huge mess, though. I keep hearing these awful sounds and seeing really horrible things.
Don't listen to those sounds, Kachina. The Abyss is trying to strip you of your sanity. All you need to do is stay safe and wait for us. We'll be there shortly.
It's okay. I feel so much better now that I've had the chance to talk to you guys. You don't need to worry about me. I've never been strong or special at all, really. So I don't blame anyone for forgetting about me or leaving me behind.
No!
Just knowing you care is more than enough.
Oh no, I'm actually gonna cry.
Back, you don't have to put yourselves in danger to come rescue me.
We're
You're
obviously
always
going
like this,
to.
Kachina. Now's not the time to act tough. We're coming for you, and that's final. I don't know what lies the Abyss has been feeding you, but I'll tell you something right now. Nobody here sees you as a burden. You're a victor of the Night Warden Wars, a hero of Natlan. All you need to do is wait for us to rescue you, and you'll get all the applause and recognition you deserve. I'm really scared. Everything's so dark and creepy here. And I want to go home. all you need to do is place your trust in us, just like you always have. No one fights alone. We're not leaving you behind. Not ever.
Yeah, we're so close, we can't call it quits now!
Looks like we've lost contact. Now comes the most dangerous part. You have to traverse the Night Kingdom in your physical form. This entrance to the Night Kingdom was left behind after an abyssal invasion. Even a brief amount of time inside could expose you to corrosion.
I know. I'm prepared for that possibility.
All right, then I wish you all the best. I'll tell Koichi to be ready just in case. She's very experienced in dealing with abyssal corruption. That face you just made. Don't tell me you two got into another argument.
No, I just feel bad for creating more work for her.
I'll go with them too, Archon. The more people, the stronger the party.
Thank you so much for your help, everyone. It really means a lot that you're willing to brave these dangers with me. There's no time to lose, so let's get going.
Now that I've lost my power, I won't be able to provide much practical support. But I can still keep an eye on the situation from here. Eon-san, I know it's unlikely, but if you encounter a situation you can't handle...
That won't happen.
I hope not.
So colourful and friendly and happy and wholesome. I understand why people are mad that it's not dark in Natlan. She's just a baby. She never should have been allowed to go.
Be careful out there. I'll observe the situation from here.
Thank you. There should be like a minimum age limit. Who's a little baby? I'm genuinely sad. Hiya. Am I meant to be going here? I do like that they have a child character who's actually allowed to behave like a child and be scared like a child would be and cry like a child would, and not be one of those odd cases in a story where you have a child behaving like an adult. And I'm glad that she's allowed to actually be a child, but she shouldn't be allowed to fight in that case. I'm so sad. I hope she gets a big hug after this. I'm ready. Can I teleport to where I'm going? Yeah, I'll teleport to where I'm going. Should have brought some VK with me. I've seen people before, like, you know, throwing my phone away because I didn't want spoilers from people who, like, because Fire knows what I do want spoiled and what I don't. But I avoid people on the internet because I don't want certain things spoiled. And but I have seen people. I haven't seen it myself personally, but I've seen people talking about people who are complaining about Natlan the Archon quest so far being like slow and boring and not much substance to it or whatever. And first of all, it's like the introduction to Natlan. You don't tend to have that much meat in it. You know, it's not gonna be. It gets more. Sorry, it gets more in depth.
I see the value in my
The deeper you go into it, obviously.
But I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of
Like, you
Fontaine.
can't expect the same amount
I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my
depth
duties.
in Act 1 and Act 2 as you would in Act 5, right? But also, what are those people even talking about? Later. Oh, actually, no. Should I take a break? I'm gonna take a break and just do this. I'm just... Sod it. So what? Okay, do I have one to indwell? I do. We're just gonna have some fun for a few minutes. I don't really know how to do this. Where am I going? Well, aren't I terrible at this? I lose points from you, don't I? Yeah, that's what I said. Oh no. Okay, I've got you. I am not used to doing this on the computer. I will try this again on my phone later because it is not going well at all, is it? Oh no, 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 oh no, no, no. Yeah, okay. A it is. Sod it. No, this was great. I did great. It's fine. I'll find it again later. It's 10 to 10. Oh my god, I'm tired. Oh, thank you.
Is it what you wish to find? Hopefully the excitement of opening a treasure chest has at least made it a worthwhile experience.
Usually domains come at the end, so I'm going to assume that we're at least past halfway. Do I definitely need a pyro? I'll bring Clee. Clee.
Yeah, let's go on a big adventure.
Yay, for all I was saying about not letting kids fight, and then I bring Clee. Well, I'm a hypocrite, so it's fine. We all know that by now. Oh, I'm so depressed now, thank you. I'm so glad Fire left now. I'm so glad how the timing panned out. Okay. Oh, let me heal Clee.
A bitter pill to swallow.
I might not talk much if I have too much fighting to do. Because I'm not good at multitasking. Hence streaming. It's the best thing for people who can't multitask. VTube streaming, specifically.
Natlan right now? It looks nothing like Paimon was imagining.
What were you imagining?
That's because
like
in
lava,
the distant past,
magma.
Natlan was home to an incredibly advanced civilization ruled by dragons. Humans only established their own society after the fall of the dragons.
So these are Saurian ruins?
I don't think she was talking about saurians. I think she meant actual dragons, like the ones we know personally.
Wait, you mean like the elemental sovereigns?
Yeah.
Their own advanced civilization?
Why is that a surprise to
a
you?
really long time ago. Very few records have survived until now, so no one really knows what the devices here are for. These ruins have been abandoned for a long time, but with the recent increase in Abyss activity, the installations around here have somehow been activated again.
So what you're saying is, we're not in for an easy trip to the Night Kingdom.
No. It's going to be obstacle after obstacle from here on out.
Just what I wanted to hear.
Why are you all laughing like that? It's creeping Paimon out.
Me
It's the
too.
pre-adventure excitement kicking in, right guys?
Of course. I'm eager to get started.
Adventures live for moments like these. We laugh in the face of danger. Ha!
Then let's go. We won't let anything stand in our way.
One more heal just on the safe side. You never want to go adventuring without Baiju.
Seems like the road ends here. How should we get across?
Oh my god, Lost Crown reference right now. I've been, you know, when Sass came up and said, I've never caught you on stream outside of Discord, it's because me,
As a professional trainer, I think you could stand to build up your endurance, Paimon.
Professional
Agreed.
trainer? Paimon thought you were a warrior from the Collective of Planning.
Well, that goes without saying. But I actually work as a sports coach. I provide professional guidance for many of Natlan's popular sports. And I don't just mean physical training. I design nutrition plans as well.
Ah, so basically no sugar, no soft drinks, no grilled meat.
Yeah, we'll be here all day if you list them out one by one. It's much faster to just focus on what's good for you.
Such as?
Vegetable juice. Want some?
You know, Ian-san, Paimon feels like the two of us might not see eye to eye.
We've been playing, I've been playing Lost Crown with two friends on Discord, and, what was the point? The main character, Nigel, he has, these set lines that he always says. I think they only recorded a few voice lines, and one of them, he's not said it for a while, but one of them is something to do with, oh, I wonder what, where this path leads, if indeed it leads anywhere at all. And the moral of the story is, it was very funny. I don't know what I'm trying to say anymore. We were playing a game and it mentioned a road and it was funny, and that came to my mind for some reason. Do I need to still be you, by the way? Yeah, I guess I do. Ah!
Those guys look familiar.
We've fought them before. Let's go. Show no mercy.
Geronimo! Alonzi! Other things. Run away! Pretend I know how to do this! Leave me alone! Ah! Did I deploy my besties? I did. How did I used to do anything without Farina's besties? I love these.
Whoa, the place we need to go seems really high up.
So excited to be in, like, draconian ruins, by the way. I love everything about it.
That'll go ahead. This blood. Settle down.
Mind the side effects.
I see you.
Bow your head.
Great. Anyone else?
The doctor will see you now.
Thanks for pointing it out to me. What am I meant to do? Okay. Oh my god, how beautiful was that? How gorgeous was that? That was a beautiful door. Oh, that was a gorgeous door. I want that door. Almost like Andreas's door. It was Andreas's door, but dragons. Oh no, how do I get... Okay. Deploy besties! Run! Run away! Pretend I have a tactic!
Silence!
Why is my Nivelette not doing as much damage as he usually does?
Let the mighty be humble!
What?
This is growing, but it poses no threat to me.
No!
I am.
Don't you dare say that, Baiju! I hate his death lines! Baiju, I'm so sorry.
A bitter pill to swallow. Mind the side effects.
Some doctor I am, and I'm sorry, Chang Shang. Oh, that hurts me deeply.
This is the final stretch. We just need to climb up, and we'll
Easy.
be there. Nothing to it. Easy for you to say.
You fly, Paimon! We've got it. We can do it. Yes. Oh god, you're back. Hello! I mean, oh yeah, you're back. Hello!
This must be
Oh
the
god,
entrance
you're
to
back.
the
Hello!
Natlan told us about. The one ripped open by the abyss.
Yes. There's something in the depths of this place that feels familiar, yet also foreign.
We actually have to go in there? Okay, Paimon just needs to psych herself up. Don't push her through before she's ready.
I wouldn't dream of it, Paimon. I would never do such a thing. Yeah, you didn't miss much. I just, got sad. No! I just got sad about Kachina. I got emotional and depressed. And then I got excited about being in Dragon Ruins.
Hey! You don't have to drag Paimon! You're pulling too hard!
Oh, I take it back then, Paimon. I would absolutely do that. No,
Looks like we made it.
You have to stay now.
This is the Night Kingdom.
You're trapped in here with me, Fire.
It looks so
different from what I imagined in the stories.
There's abyssal energy everywhere.
That overflow of energy is probably what trapped Kachina here in the first place.
From this point forward, everything we know about the real world no longer applies. Anything can happen here.
Paimon's more worried about how we're gonna make it out. We obviously can't go back the way we came.
Do you see that patch of light on the ground? It's shining down from that fissure in the sky.
Oh yeah, right in front of us. So that's coming from up there? Oh, it's so high up. Did we really fall that far down?
Just like I said, our real-world knowledge doesn't apply here. We fell all this way, yet came out completely unscathed. If this was the real world, we'd have to climb our way back up to the entrance. But here, all we have to do is stand underneath the light and offer a prayer.
That's it?
Don't try it now. Don't try to run away.
You really think that little of Paimon? That's not even why Paimon asked.
So that means all we need to do is find Kachina and bring her to this location.
Exactly. This light is streaming in from the real world. It's a link between the two realms.
The terrain looks difficult to navigate, and the visibility's not great either. How are we supposed to find Kachina in these conditions?
Yeah, these floating black things don't look super friendly either.
Those are all manifestations of abyssal power. Be careful.
Oh?
Ghost! A talking ghost!
Hello? Hi?
Calm down, I'm here to help. You're the ones who helped Vichama, right?
Oh, does that mean you're the guy?
Malco. I was completely lost to this realm until I sensed a mysterious power calling out to me. It's like it was seeking me out, attempting to reassemble the pieces of who I used to be. Of course, it could only do so much. I'm sorry I can only appear before you in this imperfect form.
Don't even worry about it.
No, we should be the ones apologizing. If the Spirit Speaker Stone hadn't become corrupted by the Abyss, we could have done much more. But we had to destroy it. Otherwise, Vichama and his tribe would have been in danger.
Of course. Thank you for protecting him. I never imagined that, even after all these years, he'd still take such a risk for me.
Yeah, we've met ghosts so many
Under
times
the power
by
of the
now.
stone, it felt like our souls were connected. Turns out even our regrets were exactly the same.
Whether in triumph or death, you want your best friend by your side.
Exactly. That may not be in the cards for us, but it's not too late for you. You're looking for a young girl from the Children of Echoes, right? She's being chased by an embodiment of abyssal power. I'd like to help her while I'm still in this form, so follow me. Be careful. This place has been severely corroded by the Abyss.
Paimon didn't realize it had gotten this bad.
It's like a seething volcano ready to engulf our world at any moment.
Ouch!
Quick, get back here! You can stick close to me. My power will be able to ward off attacks for the time being.
Oh, I also killed Baiju. If you're wondering what you've missed. It was an accident.
Let's try another route.
I got really sad about it. You will be made to fight a Pyro Abyss Lecter with Morlani and Kachina. Oh god, okay. Hopefully not my Kachina, because my Kachina is not built.
More monsters.
We shouldn't waste our time on them.
I know we shouldn't, but we're going to.
Settle down.
I would never let my Baiju die on purpose. I was devastated.
Silence.
What wasn't even remotely my fault. They're the trial ones, oh thank god for that. I know that's usually the case, but I feel like when we're made to fight with a traveller, it's not, it's our traveller, and mine is not done at all. I don't even think mine has artifacts, I just don't use her.
Can't see anything.
It's easy to get lost here. Just stick close.
Night, love you. I'm still in here. Yeah, absolutely. Hello. I am, because I've got my headphones on. Night, love you. Night, love you, bye.
Did you hear that?
Hello.
Never mind. It was probably just my imagination.
Don't scare Paimon like that.
I heard it too. It was a voice from the abyss.
What did it say?
Doesn't matter. It certainly doesn't harbor good intentions.
Paimon just heard it too! Let's keep going. Paimon wants to get out of this place!
Kachina! Oh no. Oh. It's not Enjo, so it sucks. Oh, well. There goes my excitement then. We don't care about pyrolectors that aren't Enjo.
We're here, Kachina!
Honey, you made it!
Looks like our reunion will have to wait until we take care of these monsters.
Good idea. Let's go!
Settle down.
Mind the side effects. A bit
Do
of
not
meat
kill
swallow.
my shoe again.
Boing, boing, boom!
Okay, that wasn't actually remotely that bad.
You're finally here! Thank you so much! The
No, I don't
monster
want to
can
get
appear from
emotional again.
anywhere. It almost caught me a bunch of times. The YF's power helped keep me hidden, so I just tried to stay out of sight until you got here.
Had a girl. You did so well. And most importantly, you weren't hurt.
Should we start heading back then?
Actually, I have a request. Will you come visit the YF with me? I can't exactly put it into words, but something's wrong with the Ode of Resurrection.
Oh, we noticed.
And I know it has something to do with the contamination from the Abyss.
That was the Pyro Archon's theory as well. Everything we've seen here certainly seems to back it up.
In the Night Kingdom, there are 6 main totem poles representing the Wyab of each tribe. You can think of them like the body of each Wyab. Additional totem poles, like the ones around here, serve as proxies to which the Wyab can extend their consciousness. There are countless proxies scattered around the Night Kingdom. Through them, the Wyab can extend their consciousness over the entire realm and track down souls no matter where they roam. But if a proxy were to become severely contaminated, then a soul could become lost within the Night Kingdom.
Judging by the current situation, I don't think we're dealing with just one contaminated proxy. Even if we could drive back the abyssal power from one of them, that probably wouldn't even put a dent in the problem.
Still, we can't just leave the YF to suffer. It's protected me this whole time.
Saving one is better than saving none at all.
I agree. We might even manage to draw out the monster that's been hunting Kachina. Getting rid of the monster might slow down the deterioration of the Night Kingdom.
Kachina? What's wrong?
Nothing. Just a headache. And that voice again, telling me to abandon the Wayab and leave this place.
Maybe we really should leave. Kachina's already been here for too long.
No, I'm fine. I don't plan on listening to that nonsense. I can hold on.
Where's the totem pole?
Just up ahead. I'll lead the way. Besides, I can still fight, so please, help me out a little longer.
Listen to me, Kachina. We'll come with you, but that's because we want to help the Wayab, not because we have something to prove. You don't have anything to prove either. It's okay if you reach your limit. We'll be there for you.
All right. The sooner we get this done, the better.
We've already come all this way, so we might as well try to get to the bottom of this.
Let's go. This way.
I'll stay here and try to stall the Abyss monster.
Thank you.
All by yourself? That's too dangerous.
It's all right. I may not be as strong as that monster, but I'm definitely more familiar with the area. Besides, I don't have much time left. If you're anything like my friend, I'm sure you're not particularly fond of goodbyes. So go. Achieve your goal, and return to the world where you belong.
Thank you for everything.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to sound mean, but like, what's the worst that could happen, you know?
Thank you.
Thank you. I mean, you are.
No one fights alone.
Oh, don't say that when you're about to go, like, fight alone. Check on the Wayab. Okay. Not as clean.
Let me help you walk.
I'm fine. You should know I'm made of stronger stuff than that.
Dear God, I am physically drained. I am mentally drained. I am emotionally drained.
Wayab! I'm back! My friends and I are here to heal you. Wayab, can you hear me? Wayab?
Why do I feel like this is a trap? I don't trust this.
So we were right. The contamination is already too severe. It's preventing the Wayab from answering our calls. Alright, get ready everyone. Time to purge the abyssal energy from this place.
I'll help too.
Careful. We've got company.
Yeah, we go.
Already?
Oh, I hate fighting these things though.
Think that puny soul could slow me down? Courage in the face of futility is pure folly. He tried to get in my way, so I disposed of him.
You're not the pyrolector I was looking for.
He would have dispersed with or without me. Rather than worrying about him, I would urge you to focus on yourself. You may have defeated others of my kind in the past, but underestimate me now, and it will be to your peril.
Are you the one behind all this?
No. The power of the Abyss is intoxicating. The destruction it seeks captivates like a masterful work of art.
Yeah, he's still not Enjo, so I don't care.
For the opportunity to see it up close. I thought this naive little girl was an exception, but it turns out humanity is full of lambs willing to offer themselves up to the slaughter. That is the tragedy of your short lives. You understand nothing of all-encompassing power.
Have I...
Ancient
have I met
pride,
Enjo in Natlan yet?
all empty ideas invented to give you a false sense of self-worth. They possess no power at all. The Pyro Archon created those grandiose ideals out of pure...
Oh no, I have. He's the bloke. Of course I have.
To avoid sharing power. Anything to avoid handing over the primordial gift to ordinary people like you. Don't believe me? Then ask yourself, why is the Pyro Archon strong beyond measure, while you, Kachina, remain so pathetically weak?
Because she's the Archon. Yeah, he talks way too much, yet he doesn't even have the decency to be Enjo. I can't believe him.
Kachina, give me your hand.
No, you're absolutely right. I have seen him in a flashback. I know full well who he is.
Feel that? I'm right here next to you.
I mean, no one's told me that that's who he is, but that's obviously who he is.
Thanks, Milani.
Like, when you know, you know. He's like Totori. When you know, you know.
Because I'm not alone anymore.
You're right. Maybe comforting ideals don't have any power. But you also couldn't be more wrong. You've never had to work for your own strength, so you will never understand the true source of our power.
What?
The courage we have to stand before you and not back down? It comes from our friendship. The power lies not in the ideal itself, but in our commitment to upholding that ideal, and in our decision to stand together and fight!
With their really cute mittens.
Let's go, Kachina. It shouldn't take more than 2 of us to handle an enemy like this.
Sorry in advance, but you deserve what's coming to you!
Yeah, he does.
There aren't many in Natlan who can beat us when we're together.
The audacity of not being the one who calls himself Enjo. Oh my god, of course! That's why it wanted you to have done the Economia quest!
Check this out!
Oh, of course! I mean, like... You know, I don't know if I'd have thought, oh, you're definitely Enjo, if I didn't know that he was about the place. But because I knew he was there somewhere, because you told me that he was there somewhere, then it's obviously him. It didn't occur to me that it wanted us to do the Economia quest. Like, if you're gonna come at me as a pyro lector, at least have the common decency to be Enjo.
Right here.
I can't fight when I don't have a healer help. Yeah, I need a healer. But I can't believe you'd send me against a pyro lector without a healer. Unless one of these is a healer and I don't know. I don't think they are they? Yeah. Yeah, that's what you get for not being the one who calls himself Enjo.
We actually won!
Nice job. Turns out he wasn't any stronger than the ones he fought in the past.
That's what he gets for underestimating you two.
Fantastic work, Kachina. Absolutely fantastic. This makes me so unbelievably happy.
I'm happy too, Mualani. Together we really are unstoppable.
Yeah, knowing that Enjo was gonna show up at some point, definitely.
What's happening?
Was why I put 2 and 2 together and realised that that suspicious guy was helplessly him.
Glowing? But I thought I didn't bring it with me.
It's probably a projection from the real world, but that doesn't explain why it's glowing all of a sudden.
Wait, does that mean you're...
Yes, I meant to say
was a bold move.
They're doing
Diving
hug
headfirst
animations
into the
now.
Fire to save your friend, especially in a place so overrun with abyssal corruption.
Who are you?
Still, seeing you pull it off was really something.
Do I know you?
Everything you said was exactly right. As isolated individuals, we stand no chance against the power of the Abyss. It took years' worth of scars and lots of unnecessary suffering for me to understand that for myself. The Pyro Archon's plan will unite us as one. Everyone has a part to play. Only then will we have the power to defeat the strongest of foes.
Who are you?
Tupac, a warrior from the people of the Springs. I fought against the Abyss during the invasion 500 years ago.
Oh.
I've heard that name before. You were the giant who saved all of Natlan.
Since you were able to awaken my words from your ancient name, that means you have fully embodied the aspirations of the Wayab. Under the name Umoja, you shall unite the tribes and save Natlan from its impending doom.
Me?
As long as blood still runs through your veins, even the tiniest spark of steel against stone can ignite a flame. Its blaze will become one with our vision for Natlan. Even amid everlasting darkness, our bonds remain eternal.
What's wrong, Moalani?
So many memories. My brain was just flooded with everything he once knew. So that's what happened.
What do you mean? Did you just figure something out?
500 years ago, they foresaw the very crisis we're facing now. Efforts to save Natlan started all the way back then.
We can go over the details once we get back. We shouldn't linger here longer than we have to.
So does that mean you already know about this whole thing?
I know bits and pieces, but I had no idea Mualani was also part of the plan.
This sounds like something that's going to need a lot of explaining. Let's focus on saving the Wayab first.
Listen, at least no matter what they do with Moalani, she's not Navia, so it could always be worse. But yeah, making someone a chosen one, or I mean the chosen one, is immediately gonna make me not care about them. But if there's multiple, that's different.
Wayab? Can you hear me?
I hear your voice, Kachina, my dear child.
Great. Well then, I'm afraid it's time to say goodbye. I just wanted to make sure you were okay before we leave, but we can't afford to stay here any longer. I was going to ask why you bestowed an ancient name upon someone like me, but it's okay. I'll keep searching within myself for the answer. I'll never stop trying to improve my strength. One day, I'll live up to the hero you saw in me.
You are already an outstanding child in my eyes, Kachina. No matter what happens.
Huh?
You are all my most beloved children. It has always been my honor to protect and nurture you. Your ancient name is just that. A name. Much like your parents chose to name you Kachina, I also gave you a name, but it need not define you. Focus on who you want to be. You are already worthy of your name. Now, you need only devote yourself to becoming a better you. The story of your ancient name is for you to continue. Just like your parents, my love for you will never change. No matter what the future holds.
Thank you, Wyatt.
It gladdens me to see the Pyro Archon's plan move another step towards completion. But it is time for you to leave this place. The situation here is getting worse. Go now, my children. Save Natlan on behalf of all you hold dear.
I know we've never met before, Wyatt, but I just wanted to say thank you for encouraging Kachina. It was exactly what she needed to hear.
Whoa! What's going on?
I like the Wild's voice. Good voice.
We're out of time.
Also, that was too it was too information. Almost too much information for me to process at the moment. I might need a minute.
It's a Sealy! The Sealy opened
to
the
process. Oh, a Sealy! I have noticed we're not doing Sealies in Natlan. We have another thing instead. I've immediately forgotten everything that was said. What do I need to know right now?
The opening in the sky!
Oh.
It's closing!
We need to hurry, or we'll be stuck here!
I'm actively going as fast as I possibly can. Oh, stop it. I shouldn't be running along the edge. Yeah, I miss Sealies. I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm not going in the middle. Okay, I'm going in the middle. Go in the middle, she yells as I run to the side.
Faster! We'll never make it!
Maverick will explain later, okay. Oh my god.
You've done well. Now come home.
Oh, that was indeed cool. Oh, that was really bloody cool. I'm actually in love. Oh my god. I mean, obviously we weren't stuck there, but... No, I know, right? I know, actually hot down. Oh, I mean, is it getting hot in here, or is it just her? Oh, I need to fan myself.
We're back! The Pyro Archon saved us.
But she's not here. Yeah, didn't she say she used it all up?
She's still in the speaker's chamber. What we saw in the Night Kingdom was just her consciousness.
So you're saying her consciousness did all that?
Every great display of power comes at a price.
You must feel terrible, Kachina. Just hold on. We'll get you to a doctor soon. Let's get back to the stadium. The Pyro Archon said she'd have a doctor waiting for us.
I recommend getting a full checkup, just to make sure no damage gets left behind.
Paimon feels okay. What about you, Traveler?
Yeah, I'm having a lesbian moment. You know, it's so funny because genuinely the women I'm mostly attracted to in this game so far are Clue and MAVUIKA. But genuinely, those two.
Right. You always seem to do pretty well against the Abyss.
Let's get going. We need to share what we learned in the Night Kingdom as well.
Right. The YUP mentioned something about the Pyro Archon's plan. What is it exactly?
I'll let her explain everything. We're all a part of the plan now. Every move we make from here on out will decide Natlan's ultimate fate.
Okay, so oh, I will happily look for MAVUIKA. Thank you very much. Oh, you do not need to tell me twice. I'm so happy I carried on and played till the end today. I'm so glad I experienced all of this today.
Huh. There's a lot less stuff here than before.
It's good to see you all here in one piece.
Is it possible not to have a lesbian moment about
but
her?
Let Koichi check you over first. It's best not to let any lingering effects of the Abyss go untreated.
Thank goodness you made it back. I came here as soon as the Pyro Archon told me about your plan. Take a seat, everybody. I'll examine you one by one.
Despite the short stint in the Night Kingdom, Morlani and the others all have some degree of abyssal contamination. But thanks to, I can't remember how to say her name, Chuichu? Extensive experience treating abyssal contamination, the harmful effects will not be permanent. The treatment also relieves Kachina's symptoms.
Alright, that should do it for now. But just to be safe, I'll perform another checkup in a couple of days. I have to say, though, I've never seen anyone react to the Abyss like you, Traveler. It's like you're completely immune to its power.
She's always been special like that. She can even purify its power. Wait, now that you mention it, Paimon doesn't think she's affected either.
We don't know why, though.
Given the current situation, that ability will likely play a great role in the events to come.
Of course. I still have patients to see, so I'll head out.
Thank you, Koichi.
Koichi.
Alright.
It takes me too long to remember
things. We might
things.
not see eye to eye, but we both had good intentions. Just give it time. I'm sure we'll figure things out between us one day.
Yeah.
It's because we're specifically made
There's
of
so much to
abyss repellent,
discuss,
exactly.
I don't even know where to begin. You've seen it for yourselves now. The devastation in the Night Kingdom.
Yes.
I'll get straight to the point. Natlan is on the verge of destruction. It's very possible our nation has less than a year before total devastation.
Huh? No. That can't be true, can it?
Less than a year.
That's right. But I've only ever disclosed that fact to the handful of people working with me to save this nation.
Like Anson.
Our looming destruction is not a recent development, but the inevitable conclusion of the disaster the Abyss initiated 500 years ago.
Mualani told us a little bit about that.
I'm paying attention.
500 years ago, all the nations of Teyvat were invaded by the Abyss. Unlike the other nations, Natlan never had stable and deep-rooted ley lines, so we suffered the worst of the invasion. The battle against the Abyss was exceedingly long and brutal. In the end, victory came at the cost of our civilization and countless lives.
We would never get caught up in any big drama.
Even then,
we would never.
It took centuries of solving the disasters
That never
caused by the
happens
Abyss
to us.
finally achieve the peace we know today. And still, this is but a superficial victory. The forces of the Abyss have merely been driven back underground. Their threat to Natlan remains as real as ever.
I'd never have guessed.
The problems plaguing the Night Kingdom are all the more complicated because that realm is essentially functioning as Natlan's ley lines. Immediately after the war, our calculations estimated that we would have a maximum of 500 years before the Night Kingdom was completely lost to the Abyss. But at that time, we were a nation of the destitute. Our people no longer believed in victory, nor did they hold hope for the future. Our civilization was dying, our faith crumbling, and the line of power passed down from the Wayab nearly severed. If we didn't bring the nation back together, it would be foolish to even dream of defeating the Abyss in the future. So, the Archon had a long and involved discussion with the heroes of each tribe, and finally came up with a 500-year-long plan to save Natlan.
Yeah, it's really nice of all these disasters to wait for us to get there.
After finding Kachina, I encountered a strange figure who gave me a series of new memories. Since the plan was mentioned in those memories, I guess I've been chosen to play an important role in it. But there's still something I don't understand. Those memories showed me the Pyro Archon from back then. And it was you.
Okay.
But that doesn't make any sense. The Pyro Archon is supposed to be human. It's impossible for a human to live that long.
I mean, we've
That's
just
right.
met one.
The hardest thing for humans to overcome has always been time.
Like
Or
Farina.
rather, the natural limitations of our lifespan.
We've met
A
Farina.
god can extend a human's life by using a certain amount of divine power, or subjecting them to a curse. But, as we all know, Natlan doesn't have gods like that. We can only rely on our own methods. A human life is like a flame destined to be extinguished. 500 years ago, I placed my life within the sacred flame. Only
Hence
by
why...
dying before my time could I have the chance to wake up again.
Hence why she was talking about her family, even her little sisters, in past tense.
In other words, this is your second life?
This is all part of the plan.
Yes. We only managed to defeat the Abyss all those years ago because the tribes came together as one. If the Natlan of the future was to have a fighting chance, the Pyro Archons that came after the war had to rebuild the decimated tribes. The goal was to reunite the people and restore the strength of each tribe's Wayab. Once a tribe was back to its full strength, the tribe's Wayab would select a hero, indicating the tribe was once again ready for war. The Chosen would then stand by my side in defense of our nation, just like great heroes of old 500 years ago.
So that means I'm one of the Chosen?
That's right. You bear the ancient name Umoja, the same one held by the hero from your tribe 500 years ago. It means unity. After your adventure in the Night Kingdom, I trust you've come to fully understand the meaning of that name.
So in other words, you always knew who the Wayab were going to pick from each tribe?
Yes. According to the plan, each tribe was supposed to have been fully restored by the time I awoke. But something went wrong along the way. The 6 heroes successfully inherited the ancient names from 500 years ago, but the intel regarding the plan wasn't passed on to them. Once again, it comes down to the deterioration of the Night Kingdom. Communication between the Sacred Flame and the Wayab has been blocked.
Just like how the Ode of Resurrection failed to bring Kachina back.
Exactly. It's just another tactic the Abyss is using against us. The Abyss may not possess intelligence, but its methods certainly aren't easy to counter. If we want to unblock that information from being passed on, my presence alone isn't enough. The ancient name-bearer must establish a greater connection to their name. So, I've tried my best to help them from the sidelines. Currently, Shilonin of the Children of Echoes, Kinich of the Scions of the Canopy, and Iansan of the Collective of Plenty have all been acknowledged by their names.
Aha, okay.
During your adventure, you too earned the acknowledgement of your Wayab, Mualani. In the process, you gained the memories stored within your name.
That leaves 2 people left.
But we have less than a year!
Yes, but we have no choice. We cannot start the plan until all the heroes have been gathered. That's also why I haven't been able to take action despite the urgency of the situation.
But if you knew this whole time, why didn't you just tell me about my role in all this? Wouldn't that make everything go a lot faster?
Perhaps, but the opposite could also be true. Knowing your destiny too early could mean failing to realize your full potential. Just like your determination to save Kachina, I hope your commitment to this endeavor comes from your own strength of will, rather than a sense of obligation.
So I suppose you're not going to tell us who the final 2 heroes are then?
Chaska has got
That's
to be
right.
one.
Their time is yet to come. Putting pressure on them beforehand will only hinder their development.
But what if they don't make it in time?
I can only trust in the judgment of the Wayab. I have never believed I could solve this crisis alone. In fact, it was precisely because I chose to trust and rely on others that we managed to get this far. Natlan's salvation lies not in its Archon or any singular individual, but in us all.
Does that mean you...
You're quite perceptive, aren't you? I thought I might get away with avoiding the topic.
Huh? Oh, right! All of the stuff you stored here before, where did it all go?
Even though I sacrificed my power, I still needed a contingency plan to ensure you would make it back from the Night Kingdom. After all, I was the one who allowed you to take that risk, and Mualani has an important role to play in my plan. In addition to their sentimental value, the items I stored here held a much more important purpose: fuel.
Fuel? So back then, that's why you...
Yes. The stories embodied by those items are certainly important, but there's an even more significant trait they all share. Every item belonged to a hero of Natlan. Over time, they became imbued with a certain amount of contending fire from being carried in battle. On their own, each item's power is limited, but together, their combined effect can prove quite useful in a dire situation. By burning those items, I was able to activate the contending fire stored within them to open the boundary between the 2 worlds. It was a rather crude approach, so all their power was depleted in an instant, as you can see.
But weren't they all precious treasures? What about their stories?
That's exactly why I dragged you all here. No matter what, I never wanted the Pyro Archon to have to use that power. Oh, I'm so sorry.
You have nothing to be sorry for. You all deserve my thanks, actually. If you hadn't saved the totem pole, that area of the Night Kingdom would have been forever lost to the Abyss. And then, it would only be a matter of time before the Children of Echoes was met with disaster. Besides, when those heroes entrusted their belongings to me, or the Pyro Archon of their time, it was out of a desire to contribute to Natlan's survival.
I'm sure it was sad not to have to do that, but it was very hot.
Of Natlan, they would not mourn their loss.
You were very sexy doing it.
That way, I still feel bad.
There's no need. Remember what I told you about time? The people and the events of the past are never truly lost to us. We simply carry them with us in a different form. In that sense, we didn't lose anything at all. If you still have regrets, let them fuel your resolve in the battles to come. Your deeds will become new legends and nurture new forms of power just like the items once stored here.
Well, we'd still like to return the favor.
Well, if that's the case, just treat me to a drink sometime.
Oh, I'd love to.
Now that Kachina has returned, we can finally hold the victory feast and celebrate your team's triumph in the Night Warden Wars. And we could all use the rest, that's for sure. Plus, you'll be able to silence everyone who doubted you once and for all, Kachina.
Oh god, yeah, that's going to be so satisfying.
Still, now that I know the danger we're facing, having a victory feast doesn't feel right.
Yeah, but Kachina
Try
deserves
not to let it get to you. It's important to stay calm. Worrying about it will only affect your judgment. All right, you should head out. I'll join you in a bit.
I really look forward to seeing you again. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Yes, ma'am. Happily. My god, this nation, this Archon quest is gonna be the end of me. This is gonna finish me off. Okay, can you load somewhere, please? I need noise. I need sound. I think I'm the only one in the house who's awake now. And I can hear it. Okay, that's better.
When I was young, I used to sit by the hot springs and listen to the stories of warriors from all over Natlan. They attract people from all walks of life. Friends come easy here, no matter what tribe you're from. The people of the springs have never claimed the hot springs as their own private property. They are there to bring all hot spring buddies together. It's been really nice, seeing the children of my tribe get older. It's helped me gradually understand the true value of the springs. I've witnessed their energy, their determination, their absolute passion for life. Even when they cause trouble, I never managed to hold on to my anger for long. It's unbelievable how quickly they worm their way back into my good graces. I'm certain Mualani will become a great warrior when she grows up. She possesses infinite potential. I can see it. One day, when I'm no longer in fighting form, I'll come here and tell stories to all the children, just like those warriors did for me. So, you better get busy, Pyro Archon, or I'll end up running out of stories.
Our nation is engulfed in darkness. Our tribes stand divided, and yet you promise victory in the distant future. The Abyss is a cunning enemy, one that I faced in battle many times. Were that not the case, I would never understand exercising this degree of caution. My rage will never know absolution, and my power will no longer aid you in victory. But you came to me because you knew you could convince me with just a single sentence. I understand your choice. The
heroes of today will forge the path ahead with blood and fire. Just remember to earn us the victory we are owed. Otherwise, rest assured, I'll find a way to collect the debt. For Natlan.
So, you're gonna head 500 years in the future to serve as the Pyro Archon again? But what about the you from right now? You're just gonna die?
You can't ask her those questions and expect her to answer, my dear. The decision is hers to make, and she deserves our support. We will do everything we can to rebuild the tribes. Don't you worry. Even across time, we will all do our part to fight for Natlan's future.
Yeah, Mom's right. We'll always believe in you, sis. Oh, seriously though, Dad should be here. Where is he?
I imagine he didn't know what to say, so he chose not to come at all. Don't take it to heart, my dear. That's just who he is. Just remember, no matter what happens in the future, we will always love you.
Oh, that's sad. That's tragic.
I'll come find you one day. I know I can't live that long, but I'll think of something.
Oh.
There has to be a way for us to meet again one day. If there's an answer out there somewhere, I'm gonna find it. So, don't forget about me.
If that's your decision, then you have my full support, Archon.
May our children live to see such a lovely son.
For Natlan!
No one fights alone.
The rules are my legacy. They shall grant us the strength to overcome the next tragedy.
War forged the 6 tribes, taught us how to fight, instilled in us what it means to love.
Who will be the one to bring this to an end?
Yeah, happy, colourful, cheerful, friendly Natlan.
We are the inheritors of memory and legend.
I can't believe Natlan isn't dark and depressing.
Wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire. The lifeblood of our nation.
Yeah, no, just no edge to Natlan, you know? There's no edge to it. Such a nice, happy, warm note to end on. I'm assuming it's ending now. This feels like an ending. I mean, we have the Capitano clip, but you know, feels like it's over pretty much. Oh, if there's any more to do, I need to just go and shut my door for a second. It's getting too much for me. Okay, I always say, no, I need the door shut because I can't do snoring noises because I'm a misophonia OCD thing. And then I'm asked, oh, keep the door open. And then I always say, yeah, because I've got my headphones on so it'll be fine. Because I always think it's fine. And it's never fine. It's never fine. But I always think it's going to be fine. I delude myself into thinking that it's going to be fine. You know, because I'm like, I'm doing quite well with my OCD meds that I forget that things still, that it's not like, it's not, what am I trying to say? It's not a magical cure. And like snoring is quite a big one for me misophonia. So which begs the question, how does he know about it? How does he know about it?
Be sure to befriend them and cause
I did get really big for a second. It's because I got up, my model doesn't know what to do when I move too much. I just get up like way too close to the screen. I'm really examining what's going on. Hi. Oh, I didn't, yeah. Yeah, actually, I like carrots. Okay, alright. I don't want to buy any carrots from you, though. Okay, bye. Oh. Ah! My mouse is too sensitive here. It is. I know it. Am I going the wrong way? I'm going the wrong way. Maybe that should just be, that should be my 2.0 model. It's just eyes. Just eyes looking over the desk. That's all I need.
You here for the victory feast too?
Oh, no. I knew Chaska would be here, so I just came to deliver some medicine. I was about to leave, actually.
You can stay.
It's not that I don't want to celebrate Kachina and the others. I'm so glad she made it back. It's just... well, I'll make things awkward if I'm around my sister right now.
Ah, well, you two had a fight, so Paimon can understand.
She didn't cause any trouble during your trip, right?
Of course not. Oh, yeah, my model might do the thing again because I need to lean over and turn my TV back on. Because I use that for my computer.
That's all I needed to know.
Is there a reason you asked? You were pretty outspoken when we first met, but now it's like you're holding something back.
Did it do it? You can tell us anything.
Maybe it seemed unreasonable, picking that fight with her before you left, but I did it for a reason. Her impulse to fight is extremely strong. Her mental strength helps her rein it in, but she still loses control sometimes. I had no idea what you might face in the Night Kingdom, so I didn't want to take any chances.
So what you're saying is...
So what a bullchucker's really saying is... you deliberately provoked her so she'd take that impulse out on you.
Okay, so maybe it sounds a little stupid, but it works pretty well. It helps her keep her cool for a little while, at least. Anyway, I'm just glad you were able to make it back safe and sound. That's all I wanted.
But do you really have to go that far? Can't you just talk it out?
No way. Chaska never opens up about her own pain, especially to her family. She can't learn about this, or it'll be even harder to help her.
Yeah, I don't have the mental wherewithal to get into that right now. So thanks for telling us.
Understanding, and don't worry, I'll find a way to help her ease this burden. Anyway, I need to get going. Enjoy the celebration. Oh, and if you ever need a doctor, you know who to find.
Thank you.
Huh. Who would have thought there was a deeper reason behind their arguing?
They're trying to look out for each other in their own way.
In the end, it's all the Abyss's fault. Paimon's had enough of them.
Enter the inn. I'm not talking much now, but I'm very tired. I don't understand how I managed to go for 9 hours that one time. Oh my god, stop yawning. I don't know how to feel about that. Moving on, I guess, yeah. Oh, nice. Oh, fancy footwork.
Let's give a huge round of applause to our brave young warrior, Kachina! Woohoo!
Yeah, it was the power of the Hydro Sovereign. Only he can keep me going that far.
I'm so glad I finally made it.
I always knew you could do it. With so much potential at your age, you have a great future ahead of you.
The power of
You're
Ray
one to
Chase's
talk.
acting.
Don't think I didn't know you were the first person to abandon your team. I'll be dealing with you when we get back.
I had no choice. My friend invited me. I couldn't just say no.
Oh, really? So you weren't just trying to get ahead in the first round?
Oh my god, I'm so looking
I
forward to
wasn't,
the
I
last,
swear. I just happened to
the
find
last
that
scene.
bearer injured in the wild, so I stopped to bandage his wounds. When he insisted on repaying the favor, what was I supposed to do? I'm just one person. I figured Kachina would have no trouble replacing me.
But the fact of the matter is that after your departure, everyone else started thinking about swapping teams too.
I'm really sorry, Kachina. It was wrong of us to abandon you like that.
The chief is gonna be hilarious.
It's amazing that you still made it all the way through to the Night Warden Wars. That's the highest honor.
Yes, exactly. Sir Ray Chase, Knight of voice acting. He came to voice act, and he did not disappoint.
Our team captain drank too much the night before the competition and turned up late to the stadium on the day. We got disqualified.
Serves you all right. No sympathy from me.
It does serve you alright.
Alright. There's no need to be like that, Uncle Pakal. Dear friends, I'd like to say a few words. Firstly, I'm grateful to my friends and our great Archon for helping to bring me back.
Yeah, I don't know who his voice actor is, but he's great, whoever he is.
Are some of the strongest people I've ever met.
He really came to play as well.
To participate in the pilgrimage, I have no doubt that they'd win the whole thing. They've agreed to let me learn from them. With their help, I believe I can become even stronger still. And let's not forget my good friends, Moalani, Chaska, Kanich, and Ayan-san. They all helped the Traveler and Paimon figure out a way to bring me back from the Night Kingdom. They too deserve to be called our heroes. So, please give another round of applause for them. Thank you so much.
Well said!
I'll drink to that.
How does it feel being a hero, Kachina?
To be honest, it's a bit overwhelming. It all just feels so surreal.
She's so baby. She just needs to be hugged. She needs to be hugged and she needs to be protected. That way I'll also become a champion coach.
Hey, please don't make fun of me.
We're not making fun of you. Oh, she's just a baby. She's just a baby. Poor girl.
My apologies. I knew more than I let on.
Nah, it's fine.
Everything comes at a price, and most heroes aren't people who set out to become a hero. If you cling too tightly to your goal, you end up losing things that are far more precious. But in any case, we're now on the same page. I wonder how long before the two final heroes appear. From the Flower Feather Clan and the Masters of the Night Wind.
I've been through so much all at once. Everything still kind of feels like a dream.
Are you still feeling unwell?
Nope, all better now. I told you I bounced back pretty quick, so don't worry about me. I bet you guys must be tired, though. Make sure you get some good rest tonight. You gotta recharge so you'll be in the mood to have fun.
Thank you. Where's everyone else? Yeah, you. Hi. Oh, Moalani. I didn't see you there. I'm so sorry. Ayan-san.
Now, at previous victory feasts, you'd always find me in the crowd singing and dancing. But after what I found out today, it's too much. I'm still trying to process it.
It does feel weird seeing you so out of sorts.
Yeah, it has to be Chaska. Natlan's fall isn't set in stone though, right? It's important to try and enjoy moments like this when they come along.
Is this another pearl of wisdom based on your adventuring experience?
Well, Paimon agrees with the Traveler. Everyone's come together to celebrate Kachina's achievements. That's gotta be a first.
You're right. Kachina looks really happy. And now I'm being the moody one. Ugh, enough doom and gloom. Time to shake it off.
Chaska is over. Oh, yeah. Yan-san, I thought we were going to be part of the same conversation. We just had that conversation just right in front of her.
It cost us a lot, but we got Kachina back safely, and that's what matters. There'll be even tougher challenges coming our way in the days ahead, though. We'll have to train harder, make sure we're in peak condition. That includes you, Paimon. I can do a special one-off session to show you the ropes. Interested?
No thanks.
It's rare to meet travelers as strong and brave as yourselves. I raise my glass to you. Anyway, my sister's already gone back to our tribe. She has patients to treat.
Oh, we actually ran into her on the way here and, well, Paimon just thinks she really cares about you.
Yeah, I'm planning on visiting home myself in a few days. To tell her and the rest of the family that they need to be extra careful. I just hope they take it seriously. The Abyss has likely sensed your arrival in Natlan by now. So exercise caution on your adventures as well.
Okay, MAVUIKA. Hi. Please talk to me.
Ah, you're here. Have some fruit juice. I got it specially for you two.
Oh my god, thank you.
No, that's Paimon's favorite.
You look like you've still got questions. Ask away.
Isn't your plan a little convoluted? Why didn't you get the heroes of the past to join you in this age?
Because they had their own lives to live. The thought of telling them, abandon your families and everyone you love, and come with me to the end of time, for in 500 years Natlan will be destroyed, it seemed too cruel. You could just as easily point out that everything in this world would come to an end eventually. But life is short, and beyond a point it just doesn't seem real. Imagine if I said, let's leave right now, and go save the sun because it'll flame out in a few million years. It would sound quite ridiculous. I couldn't make them shoulder that burden with me. Besides, every generation will have its heroes, this one included. The plan could still work without them. Or, of course, without me. But since I was the one who came up with the plan, I felt duty-bound to see it through to the end.
Paimon's suddenly remembering that portrait in your room. Was that your family from back then?
Yes, it was. So when you asked me who my sister grew up to be, the truth is that very little information survives. From what I've been able to piece together, I can conclude with a reasonable degree of confidence that she ended up as an architect and artist. She played an instrumental role in rebuilding the scions of the Canopy tribe, designing and building many houses. But of course, none of her buildings are around anymore. Still, it was an impressive achievement, and I'm very proud of her.
So that's the life you had to leave behind.
You feel loss keenly. It seems to stir up feelings of regret in you. But this is something I have long since come to terms with. This is a war, and there can be no war without loss. I am already
She's
far
last
more
conversation
fortunate
and then
than those
Capitano
who lost
tease,
their
okay.
lives to the abyss. The people of Natlan look to me as their Archon, and the weight of their expectations is mine to bear. I must see our fate through to the very end, no matter what I may find there.
That's actually what I wanted to ask, if you're already aware of fate.
Yeah, doesn't that mean the way everything ends has already been written, including your plan?
I suppose, but so what? Don't forget, time takes many forms. The past, present, and future coexist, and all are equally important. Even if the future ends in destruction, there's still no reason to give up on the here and now. And it's precisely because we humans cannot know our fate that we will never give up on our struggle.
Oh, made me laugh.
This is a pivotal moment. We are still 2 heroes short.
Yes.
Well, 3, to be precise. There's one further hero who I'm hoping to get on my side, whatever it takes.
Oh, trust me, I am already firmly on your side.
Your resistance to the corrupting power of the Abyss is truly remarkable. It would easily make you an all-important figure in the upcoming battle. If you agree to join us, you will not only gain my full support in your journey, but I will also forge a brand new ancient name for you.
Ancient names can be forged?
They can. Several strict conditions must be met, but if they couldn't be forged at all, then the number of them in circulation would have long dwindled to 0. Possessing an ancient name would mean that your adventures in Natlan are recorded in full. Your stories would be remembered by our people for all the years to come. The Ode of Resurrection may have temporarily lost its power, but still, take this as my personal guarantee that I shall never let you fall. Just like in the Night Kingdom, I will be there for you. That is a promise I will fulfill at all costs. This nation always honors its heroes.
You don't have to promise me anything.
Yeah, we can't just ignore the situation here.
Wonderful. Then I'll reach out to Shilonen right away. She's the one who will forge the name. We've never forged an ancient name for an Outlander before, but I trust she'll find a way.
My lord, we've received word that the Pyro Archon has lost much of her power.
Oh, here we go.
Although your injury complicates things, this is most certainly the opportune time to seize the Gnosis.
Victory and defeat are rules, not outcomes. I have never taken advantage of an opponent in a time of weakness, and I don't intend to start now.
Very Armageddon.
As for you, I must confess, I did not expect that little trick of yours to save the day.
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. She could have dispelled it. She simply chose not to. You don't have much time, and you're injured on top of that. What do you plan to do next?
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out to be.
Who?
You heard something from here, didn't you?
Excuse me? Okay. Alright. Look at me like that. I don't know what to say now. Okay. Who was... I mean, okay, that was Auroran. Yeah. So what did that mean? Clearly he's talking to, I don't know how to even say his name, but yeah. Talking to him, yes. What was that end, though? Also, MAVUIKA said she sensed another presence with him. She did say that. So is he partially possessed? You know, he does have all the air of somebody who is possessed, right? Oh god, I went close to the... I don't know why it does that. Oh god, I'm so... Yeah, what does he mean by doesn't have much time? Does he mean... doesn't have much time until it's too late? Or is he personally running out of time? Or is he possessed, but the possession only lasts for so long? God, which series was it? Which series was it? It was Kyoryuja, wasn't it? With the sentient suit that took over people. What if it just turns out to be that? What if Capitano is actually just his suit of armor? God, I'm so intrigued now. Also, I need to talk to MAVUIKA again since she's here. Yeah, that last line when he looks at
creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine.
Almost breaking the fourth wall, almost. When he looks, because he's looking elsewhere and saying, did you hear something? So, yeah, who was he talking to? No, I have to wait way too long until the next till the next act. Oh my god, no, I need more! I don't understand. Were you here? I don't think you were here when I was complaining about people saying... I haven't seen people say this, but I've seen people talking about people who were complaining that the first two acts lacked substance or whatever. I don't understand what they meant. It was like he was looking at his shoulder. Is something there? Also, his like respecting the battle kind of thing. I was right. He is very Amagiri. He is very Mr. Baritone Demon Man.
Mondstadt's water is...
Oh, something else you'd like to ask?
So much, actually. The captain's whereabouts?
Well, our intel suggests he hasn't made any new movements yet. Although Kenichi's investigation helped us confirm that he's being aided by someone from the Masters of the Nightwind. I'm getting closer to narrowing down who that may be, but it's still unclear whether this person aided the captain out of willingness or coercion. If you learn anything about this during your adventures, please let me know.
Naturally. Of course.
Something else you'd like to ask?
Elemental energy and the Abyss.
The Abyss is the most formidable enemy in all of Teyvat. In the beginning, it took failure
him looking inside of himself. Oh my god, I'm so attached.
Back.
This is the first I'm hearing about like a possession theory, but I'm so attached to it already.
All of the methods you've seen in other nations were developed based on experience and insight passed down over generations. We know them to work, but few of us actually understand why. It's the same for the method we use here in Natlan.
Yes, we know it's Auroran.
Elemental energy has been one of our most reliable weapons against the Abyss.
I don't know how they're going to say it.
As for the principles behind it, I'm afraid you might have to seek answers from someone older than the position of Pyro Archon itself. Oh, something else you'd like to ask?
Like a sovereign. About the absence of people from Natlan in other nations.
That also comes down to the long-standing effects of the Abyss. Our people's survival is inextricably tied to the Wyab, but their power has its limits. They cannot offer our people the same degree of protection outside our borders. In fact, people who do decide to leave often suffer from memory loss and emotional issues.
Yeah, why didn't you watch the trailer, MAVUIKA?
That's why our people never leave without a good cause. Even if someone is left with no choice, the chief of their tribe must seek approval with the Wyab to grant them leave. And the Wyab have always been very strict about granting that approval, since extending protection beyond our borders means consuming power reserved for our fight against the Abyss. Still, there's no need to worry. The Wyab extend their protection to all within Natlan, including visitors from afar. Oh,
yeah, if only we actually knew someone
like
who's older than the position of the Archons, who we can easily just go and have a friendly chat with. I mean, imagine if that was a possibility. Oh my god, I'm about to call her milady. I have no other questions. Milady. Oh my god. Oh, I love her. 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 Hi. I'm sorry, Novelette. I need you to not be here right now. Oh, I can't wait for her to be playable. I cannot wait for her to be playable. Thank you. Yeah, we can ask the Pyro Sovereign who was your version and absolutely not a how. Because I refuse. Because I refuse to believe.
Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride.
Okay, I'm going to collect my things. And then I'm going to go to bed. Because it is 11:30.
Be sure to be friendly.
And I'm tired.
Cause them no harm.
Thank you. Yeah. Do you have anything else you want to ask? Absolutely nothing about our broker Arthur who took our money that we feel the loss of quite greatly. Okay, I'm tired. And my back and my shoulder are killing me from that smashing of the spacebar, so I'm gonna go to bed. It would be disappointing if they go the route of a how actually being the Pyro Sovereign. I really want him to just be bullshitting. Right, thanks for joining me.
All the endeavors of the people of Fontaine.
Thanks for holding my hand.
I will continue to take pride in fulfilling.
I'm very emotionally distressed now. And I'm gonna go. Bye-bye. Or Civvy, rather, as I'm supposed to say.